What's going on? It's your dog ARTMAN Boxing, and we're back with another conversation that was supposed to be about boxing, but niggas and they feelings. What's going on, brother D Hive?
What's up?
Bro, I'm over here laughing. I was enjoying my afternoon with my old lady, just relaxing. You know what I'm saying? Smoking some trees, drinking some wine, whatever. Just finished a nice meal. And then I just decided to click on a Twitter space. And I just hear people talking about me. And I'm like, hold on, hold on. What are these people saying? What do you guys say? I hear two old ladies talk about me, and I hear a whole lot of simps gassing them up, bro. Talking about me, making up lies. And I'm like, dude, that shit is crazy because it's like, hold on. Aren't you niggas older than me?
Significantly. Like a lot of them look like they're fucking 45 and should have whole families to take care of at this point.
Nigga, they literally do. I have no kids. These niggas have kids, all types of shit, families, all that. And they over here hating on me, and I'm like, hold on. Dudes start getting in a feeling because after they were saying all that bullshit, I told them, I'm like, dude, how can y'all hate on me? I'm a yo dude that's literally doing what I want to do as my passion in life. Like I'm an artist and I love boxing. And I'm literally getting paid to draw my favorite boxers. How can you guys hate on that? And they sitting
The,
here telling me things like, oh, you stealing. I'm like, dude, my own illustration of these people, I'm stealing? Come on, bro.
I'd be like,
Tomorrow take me to court.
I'd
I
be
can
like,
fight you.
report me to the owner. Report me to the owner.
Report me.
Yeah, it's that simple.
That fucking simple. And these niggas is grown. And I'm like, dude, hold on. Y'all supposed to be leading the way for a young brother like me coming up. Why are you guys hating on me again? Oh, because I said something on Twitter? When? When did I say this? Months ago? Did this happen? I asked them, I said, do you have receipts of what I said? They said, we just all saw it. We just heard you. We just heard you. And I'm like, dude, if you're not gonna show me, then you don't have any proof that I said these things.
We could do the same thing about them though. I got screenshots of Home Chick's tweets before she deleted them, fucking shitting on black men. I got some of it, but she deleted a lot of it. So it's like we could do that all day. And y'all the same people that talk about supporting black business. Unless it's this one. Like what the fuck? But
Exactly.
then
Don't fuck with art man shit. Like what?
because he said some shit about a bitch one time. Like, bro, we all talk shit. It's what happens, but we're supposed to be able to come together. And this is exactly what I've been talking about. Black people are the only fucking people that will turn on their own for no fucking reward. Zero reward. Y'all are getting nothing.
Zero.
Nothing. Like I said, at least white people they'll get a book deal. They'll marry a black person. They'll get a fucking shot on Oprah. They'll get something. Y'all niggas are just goofy. And you know me being from the West Coast where I'm used to seeing some black success. I come to the East Coast, and I'm not gonna lie, my experience with our people has been it's been a struggle. It's been a legitimate struggle. Like I drove here, so across the country, I have to say that Southern black people are the nicest because my family's from Alabama, and I guess I click with them. Next would be Midwestern black people, like those from the middler states, and then the West Coast comes in next, but the East Coast comes in fucking dead last. And I'm starting to understand why. I'm starting to really understand. Y'all are fucking. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's in the water, but y'all are shining examples of why your favorite rappers will never live next to you. They'll never live next to you.
Mm,
Y'all are a shining fucking example of why as soon as black people get money, they move the fuck away from y'all. They leave.
exactly. And I'm like, where is this all this hate coming from? Bro, it was so much hate. I couldn't even speak for myself. I'm like, yo, what? And they're just getting mad off of things that they thought was said, things that they can't even prove was said. And I'm like, yo, hold on, man. I had to sit down and really sit back and be like, hold on, dude. Y'all understand that I never touched a foot, you know what I'm saying? I never touched any, you know what I'm saying? I haven't put my foot down on UK soil ever in my whole entire life. But tomorrow I gotta go ship to Newcastle, United Kingdom. Just off of a year of me doing boxing. I had never been there before. How can y'all hate on that shit? What are y'all doing?
They're
Complain about
getting
pay-per-views. Each
they're
video
getting
sells like a pay-per-view.
they're
Fuck you
getting bus
talking
stop
about?
photos. They're getting bus stop photos with their favorite fighter.
Exactly. And they talking about fighters. I just showed a story about how they favorite fighter in my DM getting artwork for me, no matter what the price was. The fuck? And your favorite fighter don't talk to you?
Nope.
Fuck you talking about, dude? Oh, I seen him one time passing by at the gym. Nigga, fuck you. The fuck? Fuck you talking about? We nigga, me and your favorite fighters doing legitimate business transactions, bitch ass nigga. Fuck you talking about?
You don't even trade in the same gym as this
Gym,
motherfucker.
nigga.
You just saw him one time and it's like, oh, you. It's funny because they can shit on you, but you bring up a little receipt on their favorite. All of a sudden, it's to hell with black entrepreneurship. Wait, what? Y'all
Yeah,
was
and I'm
sitting.
over there, I'm like, dude, I thought, you know what I'm saying? And then I had to remind myself, like, hold on, I forgot that these bitch ass niggas take everything the fucking wrong way and they gonna try to interpret it as something else. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, bro, because at the end of the day, these dudes is grown ass motherfuckers in the mid 30s, late, you know what I'm saying? Early
Early
40s.
40s, yeah, they older than that, bro. The 30s is gone. I can see that. Ain't no amount of lotion
Exactly. But you know
covering
what?
that
I be
shit up.
seeing it because these niggas be posting them retweets of like the old commercials and shit. Niggas be like, damn, I remember back in the day. Nigga, old back in the day ass nigga. The fuck out of here. Hating on me, bro. What the fuck I do to you, man?
And it's crazy because they'll sit there and have non-black infiltrators and coons and all kinds of shit taking up legitimate speaking room, and it's just like, bruh. Well, now let me correct you on that. He who greets the parts of the East Coast that are not black are competitive and shit. The parts that are black, unfortunately, are in a little bit of disarray. But anyways, but yeah, they're over here letting infiltrators get the floor and people who aren't even black and some damn coons. I'm like, dude, you sweating over coons? I'm like, bro,
Bro,
you talking to people that were just sucking Bob Arum dick not a
dick.
week ago.
And he mad. And that specific character with the fucking Beijing on, old ass nigga, how his hair darker than fucking mine? I'm 27, this nigga in his 40s. Make it make fucking sense. Anyways, this nigga over here talking about some, yeah, yeah, you can't post a video. I'm like, bro, we have it on tape. I'm not gonna go back and rewind it, nigga. Go to the stream. We heard you say the shit.
For hours we let
For
you talk
hours
and
on
just
end,
make
nigga,
an
you ain't
ass out of
we saw
yourself.
it. Because the conversation wasn't even really about Bob and them. Y'all made it about Bob and them. Y'all
Yeah,
couldn't wait
because
to talk about that shit. And now all this shit going on, y'all switching sides. But you know, it is what it is because I understand. Like, when you're not a solid dude, you just hate on young people getting it. It's like they don't like change.
I swear, bro, I made a Twitter account in 2018. I closed that bitch in 2018. I opened it up in 2021 and go on Black Boxing Twitter. He was like one of my first interactions on Twitter, and it was fucking horrible. And this is when I just moved to the East Coast. I was like, is this gonna be my experience in the DMV dealing with a bunch of this shit? Because I'm gonna end up in fucking prison. I'm not gonna deal with this. This is fucking annoying. I'm like,
See,
why?
there's some cool people on the East Coast too, but it's just you know, it's just some people, I don't know, man. And to be honest, I don't even think it's much of where they from. I feel like it's more how they was raised.
Probably.
Not, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's just the region, bro. I think it's more of just how they was raised too, bro. Because these niggas like certain things like begging for pussy online. That's the type of shit that's like, we don't do that. Who taught y'all niggas that shit?
And my thing is, it's like, okay, my thing is like, okay, for sure. Let's say you get it. Let's say you get the ass. Then what? Then what? What you gonna do? Marry the bitch? Like, what you gonna do? Like, then what? I mean, you're not gonna get it. First of all, second of all, is it worth even getting? I mean, Jesus, you in a long line, I'm sure. And if you get it, then what? What you gonna do? Post the DMs on Twitter? Be like, look at me, I got some. No, you're gonna keep it to your fucking self, so nobody gonna know. You're not even gonna get no public credit. Shit don't even make sense. If that's really
These
what it's
niggas ain't
all
never
about.
had no damn pussy in their life, bro. Reason why they hating on me talking boxing, bro. Literally talking boxing. Boxing, bro.
Yeah,
And this dude
it's
talking about some, yeah, all he do is just talk. We got a black man older than me talking about some, yeah, all he does is talk about race.
oh
What?
my god, that's what they were saying,
Yes. I put that on the same
bruh.
thing. And that's what made me mad.
Oh my
Like,
fucking
that's
god.
what had me fucking tweeting. A storm got me fucking blocked off Twitter because I'm like, yo, hold on. You niggas is what? I wish you would. Bro, it just got me so hot because I was like, man, you niggas is bitch made. Like, they talking all this tough shit trying to get cool points for this girl. Like, yeah, let's see who can dislike Artman the most to get this fucking old ass woman's attention. Fuck out of here.
And I'm like, if y'all hating on this man for talking about race, I can't imagine what y'all think of Terrence Crawford or Floyd Mayweather, who aired all this shit out before, or even Marvin Hagler, who I have as my profile picture, one of my favorites. I'm like, what do y'all think about them then? All because they talked about race for the majority of the career. What about Muhammad Ali and Martin Luther King? Are you tired of the race talk from them? Because they pretty much made the history books for exclusively focusing on race. So it's like, so what y'all niggas think that because it's 2022, some shit is different? I'm like, you know what? Check this out. If a cop has a pistol upside to your head, make sure you tell him that how you feel about Tyson Fury and Bob Arum and see if that stops him from busting a cap in your dumb ass.
And
Do
you know
that.
what's so funny? I also tag other people from different countries who tell me, everything's not about a race. And just certain political things that happen in America, like the whole fucking, or crazy conversations like the whole banning critical race theories and shit like that. I showed them, I said, you know what, bro? Look at this. This is what we have to deal with every day. And you telling me that I should stop talking about race. They're literally trying to erase history, American history.
Yeah.
And you guys want to tell me to stop talking about race. And I'm like, do you guys even watch this sport? Because if y'all honestly watch this sport and know about this sport, you would know so much how boxing is involved in our history in race in America. Think about it. The whole Jack Johnson situation. After his fights, brothers was getting lynched after his fight because he won, beating white
Mhm,
guys. And they want
mhm.
to tell us, oh man, we should forget about that. Things has changed. When did it change? When did things change?
Yeah, because black people still get actively lynched. It might not be over boxing, but they still happen. And as we've seen, as evidence with Terrence Crawford, Deontay Wilder, Devin Haney, race is still a major issue in boxing, whether you niggas want to realize it or not. And the funny thing is that everyone else, like the funniest thing to me is like 10 years from now, I hope to God y'all have something to show for all this bullshit. Like I hope your podcasts are enough to where you could pay the rent. Like I hope you actually get something because 10 years from now, if you're still in the same fucking place being an asshat on Twitter, what the fuck was it for? All you did was show people that niggas can't do shit together aside from try some fucking Taco Bell wings, and that's why we can't get any progress. Like you think that the Asians or the Hispanics or anybody else is constantly turning in on each other? No, even if they're wrong, they stick to fucking together. Now, I'm not saying we should, do some crazy shit and not get the coons out the mix. All I'm saying is that if one of us, or if an individual is focused on black progress, there's no need to turn against them, especially over some he said, she said bullshit. I mean, please, if I searched all your Twitter pages, I can go find some greasy shit you said behind a bitch. Like, just calm down.
Some shit that's not even true, bro. And I'm like, man,
It don't even matter if it is true. Like
yeah,
people,
they're like,
like
and
like I
the
haven't.
fact they're bringing up conversations from months ago, and I'm like, yeah, and this is why I hate Art Man. And then the fact that you got these fucking foreigners inside of the space teaming up with y'all, laughing at me, and you know these motherfuckers is anti-race, anti-black. Y'all here, ha ha, he, and them. Like that makes me look at you a whole nother light because it's like if y'all both can share a laugh at a black man,
Oh, you fading out.
hey, trust me, not one bit, bro. Literally, dude.
Oh, you fading out. I can't hear you.
Bro, you clowning my hustle, bro.
Oh, there you go.
Pete, it's all good though, but yeah, man, that shit just wild, dude. They just hate it.
Especially the part where they're just allowing non-black people to be hanging out there. Like I said, I'm not one of those people that says you have to restrict individuals simply based on race. But I'm like, bro, these people don't like y'all either because I've seen some sketch shit. I've seen some shit from these people. There, it's all Kaka and Kiki to fucking fit in so they can have a black card and be like, see, I'm not racist. I have black friends. But at the end of the day, you know what it is. It's the same reason why fucking Vivi blocked me because it's true. He used to be one of the biggest Tyson Fury fucking supporters, always saying racist shit in your chat. He got a little bit of approval from Chicken Talk. Now he's like, see, I have black friends, and I change my avatar to a black person every week, so therefore I'm not racist. Like, nah, bro. You're a fucking scumbag. You started your boxing internet career as a fucking scumbag, and then you tried to erase
and,
history
and
when they
that's the thing.
fucking
A lot of these dudes be so flip flop. Like, bro, what is that? These are the type of dudes that'll be a Crip one day and then be a Blood the next. Because what the fuck? How the hell you gonna be talking about this person the next day and then hopping on my shit? Like when they see Malik Scott and them wearing my shirt and shit, they were showing me mad love. Now they over here hating. The whole time I feel like it was envy.
It probably was shit. I mean, they're mad that they probably didn't have the creativity. Like you don't have anything like not only do you almost never communicate with your favorite fighter, but you don't have anything to offer them. You don't have any reason for them to keep in contact. You're just a spectator. Like people really be acting like they got juice because they had a podcast. Like the highlight of some of these people is talking about another motherfucker. So it's just like I don't like I said,
Literally, and they literally look. They literally on Twitter right now, like, oh yeah, we got another one, a great space. Why do you have a great space? Oh, because Artman came, the guy that y'all fucking love hating. What the fuck? That
yeah,
shit's
it's
just weird. It's like, bro, y'all using my name for clout.
and the amount of coonery that they let slide just because of some geopolitics, like, bruh. Black people, I swear to God, again, we gotta stop this beefing over turf bullshit. Oh, well, he from my place, so I go hard. Dude, cut all that bullshit out. None of the niggas who still do that are rich. None of, like I said, none of the famous rappers or celebrities that are from your area, most of them have left. Most of them have fucking gone, and for good reason. Stop crying because someone is from your fucking city and you need to defend them. That's garbage. Oh, even though he's a coon, I'm gonna stick together because we from the same place. He don't give a fuck about you. Would he give you some rent money? Huh? Would he help you out if your life was in danger? Would he fucking bail you out of jail? Oh no? Then shut the fuck up, bro. That shit is retarded.
Exactly. It's some people who watch boxing and become major fans of it and see all this money going around it and don't even know how to capitalize off of it. I'm sorry that I'm not one of those people. If I'm going to be putting my hours and time into something, damn sure I'm gonna be getting paid from it. And y'all can't get mad at me for creating a situation where I can do that. Literally, I'm not even on no bragging shit. I swear to God, I'm not. Because I'm not no rich man or nothing like that. But me selling them Wilder back in blood shirts and all that shit, that paid for my Wilder ticket, my hotel, and my motherfucking uh flight there. And then when motherfucking Fury pulled out and rescheduled, I sold some more hoodies. And I was able to buy another plane ticket and a hotel reservation. So, what the fuck? I'm not like Dan Raphael and them who depend on Eddie Hearn to buy me, fly me out. And this is what I'm saying. I'm somebody that's literally got it out the mud and working hard and putting my talent to use, nigga. You niggas can't do that shit. And I feel like that's why y'all really hating on me. Can't do that at all. Y'all been doing this shit for 10 years plus.
And,
Jumped on
and
this shit. Go look at when my Twitter was started. December 2020, nigga. Just talking my shit.
I feel like it's a lot of that. Well, if I had the internet when I was your age, I would have been better off too. I feel like it's a lot of energy like that. And
Look, and then
also,
you got this old ass nigga in the comments right here. Talking about some you stealing, bro. What you trying to snitch on me, bitch ass nigga? You know
wait,
what I'm saying? What are you
but
talking about?
who did you steal from? Who did I'm trying to like who did
Go
you steal
go
from?
go tell go tell go tell Joe Lewis that a guy in 2021, 2022 is honoring you and drawing a picture of you, a painting of you, selling it to across people across the globe. Go tell him that, motherfucker.
I
A
don't know, man.
boxing
Well,
fan drawing pictures of his favorite boxers.
motherfuckers just be talking honestly. Like a lot of these people only experience with business and the laws like getting misdemeanors when they were teenagers. Like a lot of these motherfuckers really ain't up to nothing. Like I said, a lot of them are fucking the wrong side of 40 years old, never had a mortgage, still sleeping on the twin bed and shit. Like it's just like it is what it is. They're gonna be heated for whatever amount of reasons, but I'm just like you throwing around accusations which could be interpreted as slander. Who did I steal from and what did I steal? You're talking about intellectual property of public images? Like, what are we talking about?
These niggas don't know nothing about the fucking First Amendment, bro.
They don't know anything about anything. They just think that because at one point they got close to some boxers that they're fucking media. I'm not gonna say which stream. I was literally on a stream the other day where a nigga pulled his camera up, looked like he was living in a fucking homeless shelter. He was harassing Blu-ray Fitness about some bullshit, talking about I'm media, so I'm allowed to ask questions. I'm like, nigga, you're not media. You're just some guy that dude allowed on the fucking stream. You look fucking homeless. What the fuck is you talking about? What the fuck is you talking about?
Man, and these
Yeah,
dudes is weird. Like they really
yeah.
be trying to get they really be
Terrence
trying to
Crawford
get
wants
this
his
YouTube
royalties
money
too.
shit. I get it. I get it. You've been doing this shit for 10 years. You're trying to get some YouTube buzz. It's some Twitter buzz. So let's talk about the guy that the foreigners are hate. Let's talk about it.
Where you at on Terrence Crawford's royalties, homie? You was up Bob Arum ass pretty tough last stream. All
I know. I
years worth
know.
of
That's
book.
why niggas in they fields. That's why niggas when they feels because I exposed. You remember when I exposed them? And you know what's so funny about these crazy ass niggas?
He he
The
keeps saying
same
that.
look, hold on,
Oh,
D Hop.
go
My
ahead.
bad for cutting you off. For
No, it's okay.
the same people that was in the space, haha, he with this fucking nigga, old ass grandpa wearing Beijing. The same people, haha, and he with him was the same people laughing at his ass when I posted that video of Isan and them fucking capping for Bob Arum.
It was terrible, and we just and it was cool too because like we didn't keep cutting them off. We let them just dig themselves in a hole, and then literally the next week, everything they said got thrown in the trash. He he already did post it, bro. Like you even responded to it. You said it was chopped and screwed. It's like no, it's unedited. You can listen to the whole thing. There's hours of you riding Bob Dick talking about he never did anything and everything is PBC fault.
This
He
nigga
already
talking about
put the link.
send the link. Send the
He
link
already
what?
put it.
So you can try to fucking scream at me, nigga, on this shit, bro. Fuck that, nigga.
Oh, he
Hell
means
no.
like talk up here. Nah.
Nah. Go do that shit on that space. You go simp on that space. Ain't no simping on my fucking
Bro,
channel.
it's you and Esan. We're not gonna give you a platform to try to all of a sudden backpedal your ass off. Nah, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta you
exactly.
gotta
So they can
you
come out and
gotta
say,
stand
"Oh,
on.
I wasn't saying Bob was like that. I was just saying, Terrence Crawford, nigga, shut that shit up, bro. Fucking old ass nigga. Yeah, I'm talking about your ass, bro. How the fuck your beard darker than my fucking afro?
Nah.
And
Jay
I'm
Gibson, why you block
27,
him?
nigga, and you in your 40s, nigga. Shit don't make no sense.
Jay Gibson sniped him. Fuck. I was like, let him stay in the chat and see what he was gonna say. But yeah, all he gonna do is come up here and try to cap and backpedal. Like I never liked Bob Arum. I didn't give a fuck about Bob Arum. Slim Mo. I didn't give a fuck about Bob. Nah, nigga, you were over here saying that Bob did everything he could to get the fights, and that everybody and their mama was turning down the Terrence Crawford fight. And what's funny and what's so fucking funny about the situation, dog, is that Esan was talking about debating. I'm like, bro, your fucking homie Ron Boy came in Big Brother the whole thing. You didn't even fucking talk. You came up here and he Ron Boy knew you were too stupid to fucking debate on your own because you don't know enough about boxing because you haven't even graduated high school. He came up here. He came up here to Big Brother the entire situation, and his dumb ass was wrong too. So y'all both need to go somewhere and live together and just be dumb on your own. Like y'all came up here, talk years worth of shit, talking about, oh, I know this and I know that because I've been to some fights, and you didn't know shit. You didn't
Exactly.
Hey,
How
you
about
didn't
y'all
know
go?
shit about it.
How about y'all go make the Esan and Ron Boy fucking YouTube channel and sell the Esan and Ron Boy hoodies and see how much hoodies y'all sell?
And,
If you see if y'all get monetized,
hey,
and
what's
before
good, Art? What's
see who
good,
gonna
D?
buy that shit.
oh,
Talking
what's
about
cracking,
stealing,
Alan?
nigga.
Hey,
Fuck you
Before I
Art.
talking
let
about.
before I let
Art.
Alan cook, wait, hold on, let me get this out real quick. Before I let Alan cook, I'm gonna just say this, Ron Boy. If you hang out in all these places because you have so much free time and you gamble for a living and shit, I'm just curious. What makes you think that legitimate industry insiders would give you personally vital information? Who the fuck are you? They gain nothing from telling you the truth.
He the
They
motherfucking
gain
Beijing
nothing.
king.
They gain nothing from giving you insider information. Like it doesn't make any sense. He's over here talking like, oh well, see, I be hanging out at the yeah, nigga, you be hanging out. That's cool. I'm driving distance from Maryland. I guarantee you, if I got out of bed tomorrow and drove up to Capitol Heights, I could see Gary Russell Jr. my motherfucking self. That's not an accomplishment. Go ahead, Alan.
Hey, hey, I'm gonna just say this. I'm after this. I'm gonna get off and then I'm gonna join again a little bit later. I got something to do. But them niggas was capping hard, and it wasn't edited. Nigga. We asked because we asked them. We asked both them niggas. Do you think Bob stifled Bud's career? And y'all said no. That's
Both
a
of them.
fact.
Both
Both
of
of them
them.
said no.
Both
Both
of
of
them
them
said no.
niggas said no. Both of them went on a tangent. You know, and Ron Boy, you said the fact is that, and you were saying that, well, they had to focus on other fighters instead of focusing on Bud, which pretty much
Mm-hmm.
proves the point that they stopped with his career. But
Yup.
also, not only a week later did this shit come out, Bud is suing this nigga Bob for racial discrimination for not getting him the fights that he said he wanted for all that other shit. You niggas weren't nowhere to be found. Y'all weren't saying nothing. Y'all weren't doing nothing.
Quiet. That's why I kept
This,
on saying, yeah,
this
this nigga Esau number. They replied 3 hours late.
Then
Hush mode.
that nigga Eson talked about no Buzz wrong on this one. Nigga, you be riding Buzz dick hard as fuck. And then all of a sudden he go against the white man, yo ho ass talking about he's wrong. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. That shit
Bro,
made me so mad, bro. That
he's
shit is
not
like,
even
bro,
old enough to drive or drink, bro. Like these niggas think they
this nigga be on Buzz dick hard as fuck, bro. Every other occasion. This nigga talking about, oh, EJ ducking, EJ this and EJ that. Nigga, all that talk went out the window.
This
Now
nigga
what y'all got?
disrespectful as fuck talking about stealing. Nigga, I paint pictures of Errol Spence. You talk about Errol Spence as a one-eyed drunk, bro. What type of disrespectful shit is that, bro? But you
And
would
this
never in
nigga,
your
bro,
life say no shit like that to Errol, bro.
he
You
talk
would
about
I wouldn't
never.
Uncle
say no shit
Al.
like that to Bud. Nigga, you said you was sitting close to EJ at the fucking Sean Porter fight. You ain't say none of that shit then.
Hell
What shit
no.
was you talking?
Fuck
I'm
around
tired
getting
of
beat
these
the
niggas,
fuck
bro.
up.
This shit with Bud just made me realize how fake you niggas are. You niggas don't fuck with Bud. I paid for that fight. You know, Ron
Same niggas
we
was
went to the
talking this
fight, but
60-40 shit, talking about Bud tripping. He
They
tripping.
they they they
yeah,
they're
y'all
projecting
not
their
backing
bullshit
it.
onto
Y'all
us.
quote
They
unquote
like
dude.
Bob Arum.
Y'all not protecting y'all quote unquote dude. Y'all not saying nothing about that. Y'all
Nope.
saying he wrong. What are y'all talking about?
They love Bob. They love Uncle Bob.
And they talk. They want to say we love PBC. No, we don't have that same relationship y'all motherfuckers have with Bob Arum, where y'all out here fucking putting your reputation on the line for old ass white men. Nigga, I don't do that shit.
Nigga,
I've
wrong
never
is
even
wrong. Ain't no
seen Al
longer
Heyman
good.
in real life.
I
The
mean,
fuck?
facts. I don't give a fuck. You know, PBC be on some bullshit too. The only allegiance I have is with these fighters, man. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You niggas is over here capping for this old ass, racist ass white man. Bob, he was fucking Muhammad Ali over. Then you got his coon ass daughter and that fucking fake ass grandson of his talking about, oh well, they didn't treat Ali bad. Man, bitch, shut up. This is the same Bob Byrne that Marvin Hagler had to take to court. Congress had to come in and get this man a title shot.
And
It's
then
the
and
same
then
Bob Byrne.
you know what they said in the Twitter space, Alan? They
What?
said I was always bringing up racism, and these
Who
was
said
black
that?
dudes. These are black people telling me this.
Who
Oh
said
fuck.
that?
Oh fuck.
Ron Boy said that shit, bro, and that's what made me even pissed off. I'm like, nigga, I extended my hand to you, having you on my fucking show, giving your punk ass exposure for what? To say some bullshit like I'm talking about race, nigga. What?
His
Nigga, you
favorite
know?
fighter
No,
talking about race.
hold up. Hold up. These niggas know when they walk outside. Oh, you go tell a police officer, man. I don't want to bring race into it. They gonna beat your black ass, beat the shit out your black ass. You
Beat that
sorry ass
fucking
nigga.
dye off your beard, boy. What the fuck you talking about?
These niggas, bro. These fucking goon, bro. They piss me off, bro. I'm not even half the age of that nigga, and I see the shit for what it is. Nigga, this shit is
Over here sipping
indoctrinated
for
into
some
our
ladies I
society.
never, nigga, bro.
When I saw the nigga doing duck lips, I was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be some bullshit right here." But
You go
yeah,
no,
like
The
you go
fact
tell some
that these
clan
niggas is
members.
the fact that these niggas over here talking about some, yeah, we about to have fun talking about this shit. Nigga, y'all niggas is old as bro. Y'all niggas is real life fucking 1980 fucking one babies, bro.
You
Fuck
go
you
tell on you
talking.
go You go tell some fucking clan members. You go tell some clan
talking
members
this
like, no,
bullshit.
no, I
Nothing
ain't trying to
wrong with
talk
my
about
older
race.
folks, but nigga,
Some of these
older folks
niggas was
don't move like
born.
that.
Some of these niggas was born before the Vietnam War was even finished up for real, and they talking about, oh, y'all see what ARTMAN over there doing? That remind me of the people who's hating on Spence, like, oh, you see Spence over there getting money with all that pussy he's getting. Oh my god, like what the fuck is that? Like what the fuck
Look,
is that?
literally, they
Like
talk
what
about
is
look,
that?
look. When you fucking put it in this perspective, it makes them look real stupid. Grown ass man hating at a young adult for fucking drawing pictures of his favorite boxer.
That he
Literally.
probably bought low key. He wouldn't tell you, but he probably bought some shit.
Exactly. You know what's so crazy? The people who be hating on me be buying my shit. Literally on my show yesterday, I had a nigga begging for my fucking shirt, polo. Motherfucking polo was begging for a motherfucking hoodie, bro. And I'm like, bro, oh my god, nigga, I get it. This shit's fire, but nigga, don't do me like that. Don't come on my show begging. This is
Niggas be
crazy,
capping,
bro.
bro. A whole bunch of coon ass, sorry ass niggas that be capping and shit. Fuck all that shit,
It's
man.
it's
Niggas
just
weak.
the thing of
Niggas is weak, bro. Niggas is fucking weak. This shit make me so fucking like you niggas like me sick. I wouldn't spit on. Now I'll wait till you niggas bodies burn, then I piss on you just to, you know,
Bro,
you niggas
nigga,
like
is
there's some fine
bro,
women
fucking
across the
pathetic, bro.
world, but I would never, ever in my life be writing long fucking tweets about, oh, I love you. Your tweets about boxing, you gave me a heart on this morning. Bitch, what the fuck?
talking about
Nigga.
somebody your baby girl. Like, dude, don't you have like a whole ass wife?
And then
Like
this
what
nigga gonna
the
post a
fuck?
picture of his wife. And these the type of niggas that be saying Art Man ain't shit.
Talking about oh sexy baby girl. I'm like, bro, don't you have a whole ass wife at the crib? Why don't you go worry about that shit? Why don't you go worry about moving her out of the urban area y'all live in where you hear nothing but ghetto birds and police sirens? How about that?
I don't even,
Uh,
bro. This shit don't even like. This
I
is
didn't even listen to
a
the space.
hobby for me.
I wish I had. They probably would have kicked my ass out.
This is a
Nigga,
hobby for me,
nigga, and
bro.
they
This
reported
shit.
my tweet because I told the nigga, I said something to the effect like, bro, like, nigga, you could come to the fight and we could have a conversation. If that's how y'all really feel.
Oh shit.
I only
Yeah,
fuck
I
with a certain
remember.
few on boxing Twitter, bro. That's it, bro. This shit ain't that serious to me, bro. I got a life, nigga. I'm going to the fucking Air Force in fucking 8 days. Fuck is these
Oh
niggas
wow.
like, bro? Fuck all that shit, bro. That shit is
And
just
it's
And
weird.
that's
funny
what I'm telling them.
because when I got
That's
on,
what I'm
oh,
telling
go
them,
ahead, go ahead.
Alan. I'm like, dude, you niggas is hating on me. I literally have to ship to the United Kingdom tomorrow. I had never stepped a foot there. Step y'all's talent up. Get some money. Don't be hating
Yeah,
on a young nigga getting
yeah.
it. Like, what the fuck?
Don't let them niggas hate on. Don't let nobody hate on your brand, bro. That's your legacy, bro. You building some shit that's gonna last, bro. So don't let nobody hate on your shit for that.
And
I
it was
really,
funny
niggas really
too.
Exactly.
do be hating on you for real, bro. This shit is so
It
crazy. I don't take none of this shit seriously. These niggas, like, bro, I never knew how many niggas was out without fathers and who didn't grow up with men in their life, till I got on Twitter.
and
Niggas
it's
have all
crazy
the
too
smoke for me,
because
but they don't got this smoke for fucking Paulie Malignaggi. Make it make sense.
or Bob Arum, but it was
Or
funny too
Bob
because
Arum.
because the motherfucker when I got on Twitter, that same dude that's talking about oh yeah Bob Arum did everything he could Slim. I remember because of a boxing opinion I put up, he was talking about he was talking about me coming to see him somewhere. I was like, bro, I'm like, dude, number one, you're not worth me driving anywhere. I'm like, number two, do you think I would go to a strange neighborhood? I mean, if I went by myself, do you think I'd be there with just my hands? I will lay you and your dumbass cousins the fuck down. I don't play that bullshit. This is how I could tell you've never been in no real shit before because you don't do that. I know exactly what you look like, but you have no idea what I look like. You're in a fucking major disadvantage. I could run up behind your stupid ass, find out where you live, and do all kind of shit, bro. I'm like, this is how I could tell you wherever you've lived, you've always been protected because that's not how you operate. Tell me, oh, I hang out here, here, and here, and you have no idea what the fuck I look like while posting your duck lip face everywhere. I'm like, are you an idiot? I could. What if I'm crazy? I could smoke your stupid ass. Do you realize that?
Exactly. And then these niggas be talking crazy. I'm like, bro, nigga, I'm not even on no fucking violent shit, bro. But best believe I can defend myself to the fullest extent. Y'all see them damn videos. There's a reason why them niggas was taking pictures from me from afar.
Shit, nigga, fuck boxing. You telling me to come somewhere by myself to an unknown location? I'm taking steel to your ass. You and your stupid
Well,
cousin
salute.
are getting
And look, trust me, I
yeah.
don't even post it on
JMP.
Twitter no more, but they know I got it. They know
I'm
it.
going to I'm going to fucking San Antonio Midwest. And see, bro, that's like the thing about it is like I never take this shit seriously enough for this for it to get to that. But best believe if it ever got to that, I'm gonna protect myself. You know, niggas be like one day this dude he was talking shit about Spence, right? I said this nigga said, "Oh, Spence a pussy." I said, "Nigga, the nigga's name was Night Nurse on Twitter." I said, "Nigga, your name is Night Nurse. You might want to sit this one out." And he was like, "Oh, well, I'll come and fly you out." Fly you, nigga, fly you me out where, nigga? First of all, pause. Second of all,
You
what the
say
fuck am I
Alex
going?
he try to get flued out.
Nigga trying to fight me, nigga. You come to where I'm at if you want to smoke, nigga. I ain't going no like you said. I ain't going to no fucking where I don't know nobody or nothing by myself just to catch a fade with some weird emotional ass nigga I ain't never met before. What do these niggas be talking about, bro?
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like if it's not like a commercial location during the daylight, I'm not going there to catch a fade. I'm going there with the heater. Y'all don't fucking know me. You think I'm about to sit here and get jumped by you and your fucking retarded family members? Nah, man. I'm gonna stand the fuck out my ground and put y'all niggas out. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just dumb. Like this is how I can tell that y'all be talking all that hood shit, but y'all have never been in any situations. That's not fucking smart. That's not smart. You know, niggas die every day over some dumb shit. That's why the fucking life expectancy for young black men is so short. Cause niggas is just dumb. I'm like, dude, not
Niggas is
everybody is.
emotional.
Yeah,
They
like
emotional, B.
not everybody is playing games with you like that. Like I'll do like if it's between you or me, I'll fucking end you. I don't give a fuck. And then I have to look at your mama on TV crying about, oh, he was such a good boy, Lord. Nah, he was a piece of shit that ran his mouth too fucking much and he got dealt with.
See, I don't even be on that type of time, bro. It's like it's not that serious. These niggas take this shit too
Literally,
serious, bro.
like, bro, y'all niggas is getting that pissed off over boxing, bro. Boxing, and
And
we
what's
having a conversation about this, and only one of us is making money off of it.
And what's worse is that
You
they're
know what
all
I'm
and what's worse is that they're wrong. They were wrong. That's the worst part, dude. You like
saying?
fucking like Isan and Rambo and all those motherfuckers. Y'all ranted for a good 2 hours and y'all were all wrong. Just take the
And none of
L
them
and shut the
niggas,
fuck up.
Bro,
I ain't seen none
he
of
talking
them.
about I chopped and screwed the video.
What you got to do that for? It was like yesterday,
Exactly.
Max. Bro, like yesterday,
And then
Max.
I
I'm
kept on. I
telling you,
dropped the link. Nigga, go see the link.
Yeah,
niggas
like
be trying to
dude,
make it
we
seem like you lying. What I gotta lie about that for? What the fuck am I gonna lie about that stuff for, man?
but that's the good thing about us. Like we didn't interrupt them, so we let them bury themselves for like 2 straight hours. We let them talk. We let them get it
And
all off the chest, and then
dude,
the next week it was all wrong.
none of them niggas is on here capping, defending Bud. None of that. They not backing this dude at all. These niggas is so fake. All them weird ass niggas that be dick riding Bud hard. They've been, every time you say something about Spence, these hoe ass niggas, like that one hoe ass nigga that be typing back and forth with you paragraphs. That nigga, I ain't seen that nigga nowhere. I ain't seen Ron Boy, I ain't seen Eson. Them niggas is capping, bro.
They
Fucking
just switched to
pathetic,
different
bro.
topics. They're like, oh, okay, let's just talk about something else. Nah, y'all niggas were acting like fucking Bob Arum's unpaid defense attorneys. Y'all were up here talking about Bob has done everything he can, and people at the PBC turned down the contracts. And keep in mind, this is not only the first time, this is the second time that Bud has done this. When Bud was leaving Top Rank, the first thing he fucking said was that he couldn't give me the fucking big fights. They said, nah, Bud don't know what he talking about. Bob Arum did everything. PBC niggas didn't want the smoke. Okay,
Bob Arum,
cool.
a good white man. He did everything he could to do to hurt them, man. It's all
Exactly.
Crawford's fault.
Exactly. And then the next week, after all that bullshitting and tap dancing that none of y'all got paid for, Bud came out yet again, this time with a lawsuit saying, Bob is the reason why I couldn't get the fight. Bud has never said Spence or anybody dubbed. He's never said that. Like, I don't understand why y'all keep putting words in Bud's mouth. Like, honestly, y'all make Bud look like a dumbass. Y'all the reason why Bud's fan base can't grow because niggas don't want to be associated with y'all.
And then I'm over here fighting for Bud, talking about him in the case, actually, nigga, helping him out, looking for, you know what I'm saying? Just having the public actually look into fucking Bob Arum, doing research and shit. And then you got people talking about, I ain't a real Bud fan. Black people. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you niggas talking about? We talk about Ab Arab and you want niggas was talking about I ain't a real Bud fan. Is that what we talking about right now?
The only people that put in that any actual work for Terrence Crawford have been affiliated with the LDBC. So I don't even know what these other dudes talking about. Oh, you on that LDBC bullshit? I'm like, dude, did you call the IBF? Did you personally call the IBF and petition for Bud to get undisputed and not have to deal with lipping this punk ass, even though he would have smoked his ass too? Did you make a phone call? Or were you sitting there jerking off to old Bob Arum clips of him talking? Oh, okay, cool. I was just making sure. No, you didn't do none of that. You were sitting at the
He didn't.
house, were fucking waiting on the first of the month to get your check and talking shit on the corner, drinking out of a fucking brown bag.
And it's so crazy. I love when people bring up this when they be like, oh well, I've been watching boxing longer than you.
So
Bro, it's just sad how someone can be watching something for so long but know so little.
It's like congratulations, you're still fucking wrong. You could have been watching boxing for the last 100 years, but when you say that, that makes you look dumb for being so fucking wrong.
Exactly. And I'm like, bro, you niggas is older than me. I'm pulling up articles from y'all time. Y'all don't see this? Y'all didn't see this. Oh, okay, bet. I'm glad, D Hop, that you spoke on that motherfucking Hagler situation. And you know what the fuck I did? When it did my fucking research, like a real boxing fan is supposed to do, and found out and say, oh shit, Bob Arum actually has a history of doing what Crawford is accusing him of.
Right. I
I've
mean,
been knowing that
y'all
before this lawsuit came out. I've been knowing about that Marvin Hagler shit. That's why
When
you
you
don't
do
see
research,
things
nigga,
involved.
when you do research on shit like that, you don't go on live on the air and start defending some shit you don't fucking know.
exactly. I mean, as y'all can probably notice, I'm a little bit biased for Marvin Hagler, but yeah, these niggas talk about how old they are. They forget all the little shit. Because the thing is, Bob was most famous when these dudes were probably at their youngest watching the most boxing at the house before they had to pay real bills and shit. I'm like, dude, Bob been in the news for all kinds of fuck shit during the longest time. If you've been watching boxing as long as you say you have, you should know full well how racist Bob Arum was. Because the shit didn't really calm down until probably the beginning of the 21st century. But in the 20th century, back when white people, it was legal to lynch niggas. Oh, Bob was cutting up. Bob was robbing niggas, but nah, these were the niggas at home crying about Don King. Oh,
When Barry
look at
Hearn
Don King
when
getting all that
Barry Hearn
money.
when Barry Hearn was talking about back in the day, we used to have these slam contracts. Who was the promoters back in the day?
It was mostly Aram, King, fucking
Hearn,
shit, Hearn.
his pops.
Oh, Barry, right? He got Matchroom from Barry Hearn, right?
Yeah, with
Isn't
Frank Bruno.
right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
But
keep
I'm
that.
saying,
That's why they call him Donald Trump Jr. too, because he's just a boy that inherited some shit. Oh, Lou
And
DiBella as well. His punk ass is
it
in there.
shows what these niggas was about, man. It shows what these niggas be about. They don't really be about who they say they about. They don't really be about black fighters like that, man.
But
These
it's just
niggas be capping.
weird. It's just weird because they're getting nothing out of this. I'm like, bro, even Bob, dude, is Bob Merrim giving you some tickets? Are you getting free tickets to the fight? Are you getting media credentials? You're not getting shit. Even the bitches you caping for, they're not constantly having you on their YouTube channel. They're not giving you no free promotion, no press. You're not getting nothing. I'm like, damn, y'all niggas are really going off on other people. Like I'll be in these spaces and see people like that conversation I linked y'all to. I didn't expose her. I could have exposed her and blew some shit up major, but I didn't. Y'all saw the crazy
because we
shit she was
don't do
saying.
that type of shit. It's not in us.
Yeah, her entire following is black men, and she had multiple posts hating black men, like the most white supremacist fucking talking points I've ever seen in my entire life. I could have exposed the fuck out of her with screenshots, but I didn't.
I know who you're talking
It just
about, and the same
because
chick talking
yeah,
about some she haven't heard one good Tupac song, and then I told the brother, I'm like, dude, I was raised off of Tupac, nigga, shit I was listening to, nigga, and she's talking about some, oh yeah, that explains a lot, and I'm saying these are
no,
the people y'all be having in y'all spaces, huh? Talking about
these
black
well, just
issues, right?
because we young don't mean
All
I
right,
know a lot more than I let on, especially about art history, bro. Don't come over here thinking you gonna school me or son me or nothing like that. I'll run circles around you, you hoe ass niggas. Don't test it. Don't test the knowledge.
She
You
really
don't
not
test it.
Midwest.
Do
but these
not.
She
niggas
like
be so thirsty, and that's why they be on Twitter all day. because
She be
they
had,
don't be
bro.
having
Yeah, I
niggas
be
in the
look.
street
Yeah,
saying what's up. They got thirsty niggas on Twitter talking about some, yeah, you look cute this morning. Nigga, get that gay, bro. You a
she
simp.
needs to redo her eyebrows. Shit.
Dude,
Man, look,
them shits look like a fucking toy car burnt rubber on them shits, bruh. Like I thought them shits was drawn on. She looked like a chola from East Los Angeles. That shit look crazy as hell. But yeah, like my point is, I was just saying I could have started some shit. I could have blew some shit up. I could have been like, "Oh, this y'all queen," but no, because I'm not a bitch. Like I don't get anything out of that. What do I get from blowing up their space? I'm gonna let them niggas worship, let them niggas suck ass or whatever, and
And
talking about oh I'm getting the fucking BBL later in life, like that's gonna help some shit. Like it's not gonna help shit. You know
they
you're
don't
in
even
the
know what. So my
oh
bad,
go ahead,
D.
go
They
ahead.
don't even know what
No,
the
go ahead.
fuck they talking about. She didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. First of all, like you said, are just white supremacist talking points. It don't take that long to debunk nothing like that. And like you said, these are the ones that y'all are following. They don't know nothing. Like I say, they don't know nothing about nothing. They just be talking. And once you get past the boxing, you see how these people really are and what they really about. That's why I only
Right.
fuck with a certain few. I only
And
that's
and
only I be keeping my comments to myself. I'm a like and but that's it. That's it. I don't work with none of
and
y'all like that.
And one of the other ones that they worship, I'm like, bro, she got all her clout from Black Fight fans. She doesn't say anything enlightening about boxing. She just loud mouth and country. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but she doesn't say anything insightful. She doesn't bring you any new news. Like everything she talks about, you've already heard on Twitter or somewhere else before. Like she's not even informative. She doesn't have insightful takes. She doesn't break down boxing. She doesn't make solid predictions. She doesn't do anything. She's just a chick talking about boxing because Black Fight Fan has her on his show every week. I'm like, dude, like I don't even like I had to unfollow her because her takes were just so like out of the water. I'm like, like I think I unfollowed her because she said that like she was talking about how Virgil Ortiz Jr. would like give somebody problems, and I was like, I said either Spence or Bud would handle him, and then she put this gif and was like, oh, or Virgil Ortiz Jr. isn't an easy out for anybody. I'm like, dude, stop, man. Crawford will stop that boy terribly. Yeah, you like just get the and EJ, like what are we talking about, dude? Like, why are y'all so high on Virgil Ortiz Jr.? And then just today, niggas were talking about how Amir Khan would beat Virgil Ortiz Jr.'s ass, and I'm like, bro, y'all not even consistent. Y'all talking about Virgil Ortiz Jr. is just some magical power puncher, and then fast forward to today, all of a sudden Amir Khan beats him. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, just I had oh
And
my god, that's why
I don't even
I had so
got
many of them hoes
issues
blocked. I
with
can't even do it.
I don't even got issues with most of the people on boxing Twitter. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. I got a life to live. I talk boxing for entertainment. I talk to y'all because I fuck with y'all. Anything else is irrelevant, But when y'all start getting personal and attacking people's brands and stuff, that shit ain't cool. Male or female, that stuff don't matter. Y'all can talk about it in private or nip it in the bud or leave, but y'all keep attacking and attacking and attacking. And one thing is, you can't keep attacking somebody and expecting not to retaliate. It's only so much that a person's gonna keep it respectful with y'all. So y'all calm all that down. And I ain't talking about no fighting or nothing like that, man. Like man, you niggas don't understand, bro. Like I wish somebody would come to me like that, man. And it ain't even on no tough guy shit. You not finna get that out of me. I got too much going for myself. This is a hobby. This is something I do because I enjoy it. I could make money off this if I wanted to, but I got so much more. It's not that serious. So, and the thing is that I notice a lot of people are when it's time when a lot of people get they be ragging you and stuff. I see certain people join in as well. They use that little moment where a lot of these racists will attack you. A lot of these weird British dudes will attack you, and they use it to jump on the bandwagon. So watch out for that, man. Like I
Yeah,
said, I only fuck with
like
a
with that
certain
pay your
and
few.
that's
bets
why I
type
said
shit.
anybody that's siding with people who are anti-black, and you black, it just shows me like, dude, I see what type you on, and I don't even want you around me.
It's terrible. Like these are the descendants of the motherfuckers that snitched on Nat Turner. Like this is why house niggas and coons need to be exterminated because their bloodlines are so strong. Because the real niggas always getting killed. Real
And
I
niggas
was
get
telling
that's what I told my chick. I just told her, I was like, man, they hated fucking Malcolm X, they hated Martin Luther King. What can we really expect from these niggas? These niggas, man, they hate, and they'll hate
I
on their own viciously.
I said in the group chat with some of the family, I said I go Harriet Tubman on a lot of these niggas, bro. And it's not even because you're young. Y'all don't want to learn. Y'all some old niggas, they don't want to learn.
They
That
so
coon
stuck in
shit.
their ways, and when they see a young
Exactly.
dude coming out here doing it, I know it's new to them. I know they never really seen nobody really do it like this. Who have you really seen get on a platform and sell merch of the favorite fighters and talk boxing, be controversial like Wilder versus Fury 3? I honestly feel like hardcore boxing fans who's involved will really remember the impact that I had on that fight, or just all of us in general.
And keep in mind, you did it without being openly anti-black, because it's very easy to get a massive following by shitting on black people. I tell people all the time, I could easily make a Canelo or Fury burner account, sucking both of them off, and have 1,300 followers in like 6 hours. That's not hard.
And
It's
nigga,
only
So
literally, I did the opposite of that and got a real organic following, and they hated that shit, bro. They still hate it now.
it's
as
only a
as a
certain few that can do what you do, Art. It's only a certain amount of people that's gonna keep it real to thick and thin. It's not for everybody. A lot of people, they just want attention. These dudes do it for attention. Attention is a currency nowadays. I've never seen so many men act so weak and so effeminate. All these niggas want attention like they hoes, like they hookers at a red light district. Like, oh, let your nuts hang. Be a man. Stand
Bro,
on
they
truth.
sharing
Stand on
pictures of me
integrity.
of when I was 17, nigga.
Like, who does that?
that shit,
These
that
niggas,
shit's
like,
creepy as fuck.
That shit
and
got
And
that
what's
one
worse,
dude,
1 million likes.
that one dude that's made that cartoon, that weird ass cartoon picture. You like, what straight man, what man that likes women, that likes pussy does that? These niggas is
what
weird, bro. I don't know who is raising these dudes.
what's creepy is that I didn't even understand the insult. I'm like, so what's he gonna do? Sit there on a microphone and talk about the fights with clothes on? Yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. I don't understand. That's what we all gonna do. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's the insult? I didn't even get the fucking joke. Was it just so you could say, oh, I do enough research to find Artman's like high school photos? I'm like, nobody want to see that shit. I don't know what other photos you got, but nobody, bro, like, come on now.
That's
This is
weird,
like
bro.
he who greets fire. There's one dude. He got a picture of James Tony up, and he's like, he told, I'm a black dude. I said, nigga, that's James Tony. That's a picture of James Tony. These dudes aren't. Some of these dudes don't even be black. Like they find a
Most of
picture of
them
some
aren't.
random black dude. Yeah, most of them are, but that one person, I know that's not a black dude because that's a picture.
No,
First off, that's a
I said
picture of
most of
James
them are
Tony.
not.
Oh yeah, most of them. That's the picture of James Tony. He got a beard and cigar, and then this all he does is tweet anti-black stuff.
Yeah,
And see,
that's a
this is
lot
what
of them.
pisses me off. Is some of them like they sure don't like to talk about race, but they love to be racist. Like I said, if any of you niggas fuck with any of them anti-black motherfuckers, stay the fuck away from me. Any of you dudes on some weak ass coon ass shit, you stay away from me. Male, female, any of that, y'all stay away from me, cause I ain't gonna be, cordial with y'all. You gonna get this work. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with that shit in real life. None of that weak ass shit, that coon ass shit. You niggas make me sick. You niggas be so ready to get some butter biscuits and tap dance for these fucking white people. It's so, bro. You shit on your own people. You shit on your own people getting out the mud. Y'all shit on Deontay Wilder. Y'all shit on fucking Earl Spence. But y'all ain't even riding for Bud. Y'all try to make it seem like y'all ride for Bud, but when you go against the match, you over here. Oh, he's in the wrong. He's in the wrong.
And,
Niggas are
and you know what I
pathetic,
don't like
bro.
them type of Nick. I don't like them type of dudes because when they get caught on their bullshit, they'll say things like, "Oh well, I'm a fan of boxing, not just one boxer like you niggas on the Errol Spitz train and just bullshit." Like, bro, shut up.
Literal
That means you
years
ain't
of
standing for
sucking bud
nothing. You
dick.
just trying to play the background. Why are you fully invested if you play in the background,
That's
nigga?
like that all lives matter shit. Like I like all fighters, nigga. I'll support. I'ma stand on mine. I've done say it. I'ma say it as many times as I can. I have a bias towards black fighters. I support black fighters. You got a problem with it? Oh well. Niggas like to call me racist because of that, but you gonna support your Mexicans support Mexicans, Asians support Asians.
They try to
And
call
that's
me
the thing.
racist because of that. You seen that post I put about Wilder and AJ, and I was like, man, they really let a fucking silver spoon white man come in between a fight between come between the biggest fight that we could have had.
They did because AJ was pussy. He didn't want to upset. He didn't want to upset Master Hearn. He was like, "Oh, I don't want them to. I don't want him to sell myself." Like, nigga, no, stop it. You didn't want to break bread with another black man. Fuck you. That's really what it came down to. You
He
didn't
was
want
willing to give.
Wilder.
Hey, he was willing to give Fury 50-50, but Wilder had to do so much more. Man, fuck AJ, his whole ass, weak ass nigga.
Exactly. That's why he got his fucking ass beat and immediately
It
came to
don't
America
matter.
looking for some
It
Negro
don't
support.
matter how tall you are, how much muscle you got. A bitch is a bitch. A spirit of a whole ass nigga. That's not gonna change with you working out. If you don't do no internal work, you still a weak ass nigga. You know,
Exactly. Like,
your mind is what really carries you. You know, you have a strong mind. You can't have a weak spirit in a strong body. You got to have a strong spirit, a strong mind, and then you can work on that other stuff. That's why it don't take much to conquer some of these dudes because no matter how much muscle, how much money, you know, it's gonna be something that can sway them, that you can take them over with, you know? And that's how
and this,
it's how a lot of our people are, bro. It is. It's just it is what it is. A lot of our people they don't know nothing. They don't research nothing. A lot of them. A lot of them like it's happy born in it's MLK Day, you know. And a lot of these dudes still believe in FBI lies about MLK and about Malcolm X. But you're
yeah.
supposed to be for black people. Y'all the ones that's
But
supposed to be
then,
uplifting each other. All these fucking quote unquote black activists, but they they dating white people, they marry white people, they got white kids. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's why when Black Lives Matter was up, we didn't get nothing. We didn't get any tangibles. They took that money and they ran with it. These supposed to be the ones that are for us. These supposed to be the ones that, man, get out of here with that, bro. A lot
and
of these
that's
people
why.
they co-opt pro blackness. They co-opt a lot of our movements for selfish reasons to gain for themselves because that's the type of stuff that the enemy allows them to sell. And they take that shit, they take the money, they take it and run with it. They leave the people with nothing. Nothing. And y'all hate on the real people that are actually putting the work in. Y'all hate on the nation. Y'all hated Muhammad Ali. Y'all didn't love that man like y'all say y'all love that man. Y'all hated Malcolm X. Y'all hated Martin Luther King. Marcus
They
Garvey, y'all
hated
hated him.
Wilder, and now all these old videos of
Now they hate
Wilder's,
Spence.
circulating of him, actually doing champion shit, like showing love to the fans and shit.
Man, we
Everybody
sure
talking about
miss
they miss him.
Wilder.
They
Yeah.
miss him. Oh, I miss him so much. I'm like, dude, you miss him so much, but y'all allowed fucking boxing to cheat this man out of a title. We're sitting back talking about some, yeah, we miss him.
Of
Nah,
course y'all
go
missing him.
watch
Fuck
go
that.
watch Hergovich go 12 rounds with Tony Yoka and see if that does pay per view numbers, you dumbass niggas. And it's funny
Go
too,
watch.
Alan. Oh,
Oh,
go ahead.
go ahead. No, no, I was just gonna say, go watch Alan Badwick's sorry ass almost
Yeah,
get knocked
almost
out by a fucking bum.
straight up liquor store clerk. Just almost got wasted by that motherfucker. It's funny too because they'll talk all that bullshit about Martin Luther King, but then when you tell them that but then when you say some shit like, did y'all know that Maya Angelou not only married a white man immediately before getting out of puberty, but she was both a pimp and a hoe? They'll be like, you, you, you anti-black, you a racist, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, I'm just keeping it 100. That's why when it comes to interracial dating, I let some of that shit slide as long as you stay pro-black. Because look at these motherfuckers that we're talking about. These motherfuckers are probably with other black people, and look at them, they trash. So like Robert S. Smith, he's over here paying off niggas student loans, but he's with a white ex porn star. I'm like, whatever. I could talk shit about that, or I could appreciate the work he putting in. I just choose to appreciate the work. But yeah, and what's worse and what the worst thing about it is like what you said about the Black Lives Matter people. The niggas we're talking about are getting nothing. Those bitches were smart enough to cash out and get some houses and just shut the fuck up. These niggas are getting nothing. They're getting absolutely nothing. They're not starting YouTube channels. They're not getting additional subscribers. They're not selling merch. They're not getting super chat. They're getting literally nothing. And this is one of the key reasons why we can't progress because all the other races know that we will turn on our own for absolutely no fucking reward. And like what you said about a bitch being a bitch with AJ and them is just, and you're right, because like that's why sometimes I talk. I'll be like, Usyk, Lomachenko, Triple G, all the motherfuckers. They don't talk to these people's channels. They don't go talk to them. It's exclusively their people. They support their people. They wave their flags. They whoop ass and they go home. They don't go talking to all these YouTube channels. They don't go fraternizing with these motherfuckers. because they about it. It's they are about their people. Like Ukraine, they don't play that shit. You either Ukrainian or you a dog, man. That's why he went in there, put hands on the motherfucker, and he bounced out. He didn't go on YouTube channels and talk about how, oh, I'm from the Ukraine and this is how we do. No, he shut the fuck up. He whooped ass and left because they don't play that shit.
Same with Mexico. Same with those Asian countries. They do the same thing. We the
Well,
only
nah,
ones that don't do
sometimes,
nothing like that.
sometimes the Mexicans and Asians they try to be white. They try to be white
Oh
too.
yeah, they the main ones that be with them white people. But as
Yeah.
far as like unity, that's what they'll do. We the only ones that'll shit on our own and do all this for other people to get nothing. Like I saw earlier today on Twitter. It was a space called something like niggers or something. The N word, the hard R word.
Yeah, that's what it was
You listen
called.
to
Yeah.
it. To me, it was like a black woman. She was getting disrespectful with a black man. The black man was being respectful, but the white men were the ones calling her niggers. But she was all respectful, all nice, all this because you want to date him. Get your weak ass out of here, man. If male or female, it don't matter. I don't care who you date or anything like that. But when you start to disrespect your people and shit on your people for them, get the fuck out of here, man. Get away from me. That weak ass shit.
Yeah. When you get
So
into that
motherfucking
slave,
weak, bro. And
when you
I
get
didn't want
into
to
that
say this,
slave
but
mentality, it's time to check out.
community is so. Sometimes I just get disappointed, bro. It's like, why are we so weak? Why are we so pathetic? Like, on some real shit, like, it makes me so sad, bro. Like, it's like how much our leaders sacrificed for us. For what is it for? You disrespect them. You still got people disrespecting MLK and Malcolm X, trying to say that they was like white women, they was gay, but you wouldn't do nothing in their shoes. You do absolutely nothing. All these
You got
quote unquote activists
motherfuckers.
today, they would do nothing. They would sacrifice nothing. It's all for self gain, or they're cowardly. But you're an activist. All the real ones are pretty much dead because they're willing to sacrifice something by the grace of
Yeah.
God that they got to live to their old age because they was taken out left and right. And all we wanted
That,
to do was provide for our kids, provide for our communities. The Black Panther Party was giving out free lunches. The government shut that shit down. So they don't want you to pick yourself up. They'll tell you to pick yourself up, but when you actually pick yourself up, do for self, they'll be the first ones trying to tear it down. They'll be the first ones trying to get others to shit on you. It's and people will do it, and they will do it for nothing. They will do it because they want acceptance. It's so fucking pathetic, bro. That's why I look at some of these people, and I don't have no respect for them because you're not willing to put nothing down for it. You willing to do whatever it takes for acceptance, but you don't want acceptance from your own people. You don't want that love from your own people. You go outward, and I'm not talking about no dating. I'm talking about building. I'm talking about community. I'm talking about respect, honor. These niggas will be the first ones to gun down a black man, but let somebody else gun us down. They so polite. They so respectful.
They hating on a young black man, a young entrepreneur, bro. It's just crazy. It's not like I'm out here cooning for fucking money. You know what I'm
you,
saying? I'm drawing pictures of the people's favorite fighters, bro.
you could be
Exactly.
robbing their grandmama. You could be out in these streets robbing motherfuckers and doing that shit. Would y'all prefer that? Because that's honestly the easier route. Especially the way y'all marks be advertising your locations and shit. Easy licks.
Tell you
Easy.
exactly.
And
Wait,
that's what I was trying to tell. I
who's
said
that
they've been
talking?
doing this shit for 10 years. Been watching it for 10 years. Can't even make $1 off of it. This is something that you invest your time into. You should at least know how to do something from it. At least know how to do something. That's why they
They
always complain about pay-per-views. Pay-per-view only what, $75? Like, goddamn, you and your homeboy can put some little money together and watch that shit. Goddamn.
they really treat boxing Twitter like a job, and it's crazy because like a lot of people, I could tell like that's where they derive a lot of their self respect from because that's like one of the only places where people don't treat them like dog shit or actually care what they have to say because they have to read it. Because I'm like in real life, ain't nobody paying attention to y'all. In real life, people probably looking at you thinking about calling the cops. They don't give a fuck about you. That's why dude over there tried to recover super fast after he tried to articulate that Alicia Baumgartner was ducking fucking mayor with the unification. He tried to come back and be like, oh no, that's not what I said. I'm like, no, nigga, I got your tweets dead to rights. You talked all this shit,
I
showed
didn't
me
even
all
get
the
that
fucking
energy, but I just see how how they was looking. He was looking like, man, I don't want to get on the bad side.
yeah. I was like, bro, get your punk ass out of here. But yeah, no, I mean back to the subject at hand. Yeah, imagine caping for Bob Arum on Muhammad Ali's fucking birthday and shit. Like this shit is fucking crazy. And then
Like
you gonna
y'all,
come and then you gonna come and then try to fucking backpedal in front of your homies. And then what's worse is that as opposed to sitting down and your homies listening to you, they didn't even bother. They're just like, oh, we got your back, dog, no matter what you said. I'm like, okay, cool. Where's that energy for ARTMAN then? Y'all don't know what he said. How come y'all got his back? I'm fucking confused.
they know that Bob Ram was robbing Ali too. Do they know that?
They probably don't, considering all the horrible knowledge they've dropped in here for last week. They probably don't
And
know
let me
shit.
hold up. Let me address he who greets fire. You right, family. You right. Like it does make a coward out of us, but at the same time, it's just like when does man? I don't know, man. It's a slippery slope, and it's something that's so ingrained in a lot of us. But some of us we don't want to learn. Like we don't want knowledge of self. We don't want to do for self. That's why when they see art man making this art, they hate him because they can't. They feel like they can't do it for themselves. When are you gonna try to break your programming? When are you gonna try to do for yourself? When are you gonna try to do something where you don't know how far you can go until you try? Like that's why it's so important to teach the younger generation. Like a lot of these dudes, they not gonna make it. Like you see it. A lot of these younger coon dudes, they not gonna make it. And that's what they don't realize. Like you doing all this tap dancing and you doing all these for butter biscuits, but a sellout's time is short. A
They're
sellout's
not
time is
even
very short.
they're not even getting the butter biscuits though. Like they're literally being rewarded with absolutely nothing. What? Because your homies suck your dick on Twitter? That's all it takes for you? Wow, bro. Imagine if somebody offered you $100. You probably kill some damn body. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if a motherfucker actually offered them some real bread. Like, hey, I'll give you $1,000 if you go fucking flatten Artman's tires. Drive your ass all the way to where the fuck ever he's at and go flatten his fucking tires for us. Like, Jesus, how far would y'all go? Because a lot of these motherfuckers, they don't even get any acknowledgement. They get a few internet daps. Like Eson always in the background sucking some dick. Oh yeah, bro, you told them. Yeah, you told them. You sure
Fuck
told
them
them.
little
like
ass niggas,
nigga,
man. Them niggas,
get
they don't
your
stand, bro. They don't stand for nothing. They don't
I'm
stand for
like,
nothing,
bro,
bro.
get your sideshow Bob cheerleading ass the fuck on. He came over here
And
trying to fucking big brother the situation to defend your stupid ass, and y'all both fucking wrong. Y'all both wrong.
and them niggas don't want to have a sit down and have a conversation with you. They'll backpedal. They don't
It's
even
just,
want to
it's
be
just
up on this panel, but they talking all this shit on Twitter, man.
yeah,
Niggas ain't coming
it's
here to cuss you out. Niggas ain't coming here to disrespect you. We not coming here to do that, man. And I got you, Midwest. I got you. I'll hit you up. But
oh
we
shit,
not coming here to do that.
he
What's
didn't
up?
drop the link from it. Oh, I was gonna say he didn't. Midwest wanted to come on and ask the panel, but hey, drop your question in the panel real quick, Midwest. But hey, Alan, your tweet is dead on. Bernie and Bomac been on hush mode. Hush mode. You absolutely right, bro. They haven't said shit, and aren't these supposed to be Terrence Crawford's niggas?
Yeah. And well, the thing about me is like I feel like Bernie and Bowman, them niggas is suspect, bro. Like they've been
Absolutely.
bud all this time, and he been making terrible decision after terrible decision. Y'all supposed to guide this man. Give him some knowledge, put him on something. Like what is going on? You look at this man's career, and he ain't really reached the pinnacle of what he could have accomplished, of what he could have been. And I feel like they're part of the reason why, because they're not giving him the right advice. They rather go at EJ, but Bob has such a good heart. Bob is this and Bob is such a big mind weak ass bro. And that's the stuff that I be talking about. You rather go at somebody that look like you, your brother, to go at somebody that's disrespect you, that don't look like you, that don't respect you, that don't really care if you make it or not. Like Bob Arum don't care. He don't care. He never cared about Bud. As long as Bud was making him money, he was good. But he didn't put in the work to promote Bud first of all, and then, but and then it's like Lomachenko and Tyson Fury. They don't got to do half of what Bud might have had to do. He would never tell Lomachenko to go promote himself like he told Bud, or Tyson Fury to go promote himself like he told Bud. You know, he would never tell them that. And they didn't have the star power that Bud, got. They don't sell anything. They didn't sell no pay-per-views or nothing like that. And even with the horrible promotion that Buzz got, he was selling something.
Well, I've already been on to fucking Big Mac. That's why I started calling him Big Mac, because he got those management credentials. He got that stable. So I kind of felt like he was up to some bullshit. But that's just me, because because people were asking, oh, well, how come Terrence Crawford led Keyshawn and Kelvin and all these new Olympians to Bob Arum? And I'm just like, how do y'all know that Terrence Crawford did that? Terrence Crawford not no motherfucking manager. He's just the money in the fighter. Who's been managing? Oh, and then they realize, and then they get quiet, because all these niggas were posting videos about Bernie and Bomac, what they've been talking about, using that as fucking using that as fucking evidence about Spence ducking. Now all of a sudden Bomac and Bernie Word ain't no good. Oh, that was interesting.
But
That's
they do
really
that all the time. It's so crazy because one day Bob's word is good, one day he's a liar, one day Bud's word is good, one day he's a liar. Like, make up y'all minds, man. It's
yeah,
no consistency with it. And like
and
you
that's
asked
why
that
they could
one
never.
time,
Yeah, they can never
that was
answer my question. I just said so. Terrence Crawford has blamed his career on Bob Arum not being able to secure him fights. Is Terrence Crawford a liar? And they can never fucking answer. And just like when I had dude, when I asked him, I'm like, so can we use the consensus or can we not use consensus? And they had to log on and log off just to answer my fucking question. I'm like, yeah, because you don't know what you're talking about, bro. You just running out the mouth because no one ever tells you to shut the fuck up in your life. I don't know. It's because maybe you look intimidating, or you talk a lot, or you talk loud, or you talk fast. But I can tell you're one of those people that's never been punched in your shit, and you've never been told to be quiet. So therefore, you think you have something to say that's valid. No one gives a shit, bro. This is the second time in this month you've talked years worth of bullshit that you've been believing in your fucking head, and you've been proven wrong by the guy you say is your favorite fucking fighter. Just shut the fuck up, man. You don't know shit. You and the people you follow don't know shit, especially if they follow you. Just be quiet and do something else. You're not even in professional boxing media. You don't work for a magazine. You're not a professional fighter. You don't sponsor anybody. You're not a promoter. You're just a fucking spectator like the rest of us. Therefore, you don't know any more or any fucking less. Actually, what am I saying? You do know significantly less, according to Terrence Crawford. So all y'all just need to calm the fuck down. Even
But
even
I ain't a real Bud fan.
and that's another thing, dude. If somebody's hating on a boxer, motherfucker, so what? My favorite fighters are some of the most disrespected fighters in all of boxing, and they get hated on by black people a lot of the time. And y'all know that's Wilder and Devin Haney. Do you see me telling people, oh, you need to show Devin Haney some respect? Blah, blah, blah. No, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, cool, hate on him. And they're like, oh, well, Tango knocked Devin head off his shoulders. Good. Can we see it? Like, I don't give a fuck. Y'all, you be like, oh, you hating me. They over there hating on Bud. Nigga, so what? Bud ain't paying you no fucking check. Yeah, man, what are you acting like? You acting like you having this baby, man. Fuck you and Bud. Just like when Polo was over there trying to suck Navarrete dick. Fuck Navarrete. He's a fucking one. He's a featherweight champion that's accomplished fucking nothing. He has a belt, a bunch of fucking defenses, nothing but Shakur leftovers. Fuck him. Fuck him and you. You hating on him, so? The fuck do that mean? Does that mean I'm wrong?
like, it's not even hate though. It's criticism and it's facts. They call it hate. I'll show you hate. Calling Earl Spence a one-eyed pirate, a drunk. You know, I'll show you hate. Every time somebody talks about Wilder, you post a picture of him in a state where he's down. That's
Yeah.
hate. You just don't really hate on Bud. It's criticism and facts. But I'll never fight about nobody disrespecting, somebody that I don't know. You ain't never seen me say, oh, you disrespecting Spence? Oh, pull up to this location and we gonna get the thumping, Like, it's not that serious to me. It ain't that serious, man. You know, and you are right. My favorite fighters are the most disrespected, and they're disrespected for being who they are, for being real, for standing on integrity. You know, and it shows because everything that they'll try to use talking points as it gets debunked. They tried to say Spence was ducking. Look at it now. Where that's duck talk now. Ain't no duck talk no more. You know, they tried to
Debunked.
say Wilder ducked, but Wilder had AJ is on video saying that he did get that 50 million to fight, and he turned it down. He said, "Oh well, um, 50 million. That's a very gracious offer, you know, and I'm humbled to even get an offer like that." He's on video saying that. So that's man. That's why I just be speaking on what I know, and I be speaking facts. What I gotta lie about that for? I ain't gonna lie about nothing. Ain't nothing that I'm saying something where I'm gonna just make something up. For what? That's why when you know when yesterday, that's why I got so, you know, I got a little turned up. Because don't try to make me seem like I'm lying about something that I have no reason to lie for. For what? I don't get paid for this. I just come here to talk it because I enjoy it. I don't have to lie about nothing, anything. I'm gonna tell you when my opinion is my opinion, and I'm gonna tell you when a fact is a fact. And if you wanna come and you wanna debate this and debate that, okay, whatever. But you're not gonna come on here and you ain't gonna talk to me like you be talking on this Twitter, man. Y'all not. It's proof. You try to get some of these dudes on the show and they didn't want to come on. Like we gonna do something to them.
Niggas is on vacation.
Exactly.
I'm on winter break. I gotta finish my reading packet because Miss Spencer from school. I don't want to get bad grade. I'm like, dude, do you realize you're not even old enough to drink? Talking about boxing, like if you don't shut your pussy at man, bro.
Hey, what's
Exactly,
Shit.
going
Monkey
on,
Fire.
man? How
What's
Exactly.
y'all
going on,
feeling?
What's
Julius?
good,
What's up,
Julius?
Julius?
How you
Ain't
doing?
too much. I had to, I ain't too computer savvy, man. I had to get some assistance, you know what I'm saying, to help me get on with y'all, man. For
Yeah,
real.
What's going
PP
on, brother?
Fire is
What's going on,
exactly right,
Trill
man.
Will?
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, Art. I missed everything that happened, but I heard the person you were talking about, and I'm gonna say this about it. The part that she talking about the kids, you didn't say nothing about her kid. And I was like you. I never knew she even had a child. I didn't know the child was white, black, blue, green. I knew nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? That came out of the total blues that day. But the crazy part is this, man. I'm old enough to be, your father. You know what I'm saying? I could have had you as a teenager. You get what I'm saying? So like, why would I go up here and argue about you making an honest living? If somebody don't agree with a person boxing takes or whatever, that ain't personal, man. That ain't nothing to, you know what I'm saying? Like to be upset about. And like these people are going hard at stuff, man. Like yesterday I was on the show, right? Southern T, you got people coming up there, man, talking about they got legal experience and reading contracts and stuff all line, man, just to try to make a point or sound smart. It's ridiculous about people out here, man, on
Garbage.
Twitter, man. It's the worst, man.
Said who
Exactly.
canceling me this time? A whole bunch of simps and some older ladies who acting like I done dated them or something.
Yeah, it's
And the
crazy.
and the thing is as well, Julius, is that like
Mm-hmm.
you brought some about somebody's child. That's a whole nother ballpark, man. Like that's like, and if you don't back that up, you gonna look real suspect.
Wait, they
Because
said they said he threatened somebody kid.
no, they say Art was bringing something up about somebody's child and stuff, and it's just like that's not
Man,
something that you play about. That's not something you play
Do
about at
but
all.
do y'all even see me post anything about why would I say something bad about a black child? But then y'all talk around and say I'm the race baiter. That don't even make sense.
It,
These dudes are defending Bob Arum.
And
Okay, y'all want to talk
oh
about this?
man, yesterday,
Nigga, that whole space was the I Hate Art Man club. Let's all talk about it.
I
Why
should have listened
why
to it. To be honest, I
individual
didn't
why
even
we
hear
all
the
hate
shit.
Art Man.
But
man,
they didn't even tag you though. Like they put up the list of channels.
Didn't even tag me, bro. I
they didn't even tag
randomly
you.
just clicked on the stream, and then when I clicked on it, you know when your ears be itching and you feel like somebody talking about you? I had a moment like that, and I just clicked on it, and next thing you know, people talking about me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
This is crazy. But Julius, what you just said about T show, yeah, motherfucker talking about I'm media. I'm like, bro, you're fucking homeless. The fuck is you talking about? You're just the guy who got let on the goddamn street. You look like you live in a fucking shelter. Talking about I'm media. You weren't even on this YouTube shit until you sent the fucking Twitter message or an Instagram inbox or an email talking about, hey, can I get on the show, bruh? You think now all of a sudden you bothering people trying to start beef between Errol Spence and Blu-ray? You look fucking dumb.
man, I've seen, they don't have this issue with the NFL or the NBA or baseball, because personally, those white boys ain't gonna let them in. You know what I'm saying? They're not even gonna be on the national level of any kind. You know what I'm saying? Like these promoters be wanting people to come to the fight so bad that they'll just give anybody a credential. But my thing too, man, is what is it all for though? Like, what is all this line or y'all call it capping? What is all of it for, man? Like for real, what is it all for? I ain't never gonna come up here and we having a discussion and I just start saying, well, Art, man, I got this degree from Harvard and come on, man. It don't even make sense. I don't get it, man. And like a lot of people, they doing this because majority of the people that are arguing, fussing, and hating on people are my age and older. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it's crazy because they're not paying their rent with all this coonery. They're not, and they're misusing this productive energy. Invest this into your channels or something. Invest this into getting followers. Meanwhile, you over here collaborating, and you got British people that you think are laughing with you. They're fucking laughing at all of us.
Right.
They're like, they're like,
Exactly.
they're like, look at these niggas, fighting each other. Artman, and it's funny because they find it so funny because Artman is one of the leading pro black channels. The British dudes laughing like, wow, look at them eating their own fucking idiots. We would never do some dumb shit like this.
Y'all see the message that Cozy sent to me? He saw what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? It was a guy that, he straight up, turned into Perry Mason on the phone, man. You
Right?
know,
Yeah.
he
That's
he he turned into a law expert, and Bud Crawford got one of the top, entertainment and sports lawyers in the world. This guy told me that Bud didn't even have a case. But see, my crazy thing is, and I said to him, why are you protecting this white guy? Why are you protecting a 90-year-old white man? Like, it's the strangest thing I ever seen in my life. Why are people protecting Bob Arum? Like he needs protection. I
exactly. And
don't
it's
get it.
funny is just one of like when this whole thing started, I saw one dude said, "Can you even sue for racism and discrimination? Like,
that
are you
Yeah,
bullshit.
dumb?"
exactly. That's what they just. That was
Hey,
the part of it.
hey, that's why I
Right.
was laughing my ass off. I said, these are the people who y'all be laughing with.
I had to post that photo of Hispanics literally suing for racial gerrymandering in Texas. They're like, you can't even sue over this bullshit.
Right.
Literally Hispanics bitching every day about DACA and immigration. I'm like, it's funny because when Hispanics say some shit like that in black spaces, as soon as I bring up immigration, they call me racist. I'm like, oh, immigration affects everybody. Why am I racist now? Huh? Hey,
Hey,
yeah, exactly.
hey, look, man. The guy yesterday was on. It was so funny because this guy said you can't sue for your feelings. I said, really?
Also
People
false.
sue for feelings every day and get millions for it. You know what I'm saying? And then here's the worst part. So Bud, they was talking about Bud sued for 10 million, right? So they were saying, oh yeah, he'll get the 1 or maybe the 2 million. Oh man, it's nothing. It's nothing. I said, so even if he wins 2 million, I said he wins. I said, what are you talking about? It's crazy, man. It's to the point where really, man, I really just want to look at fights and that's it because it's just so much ignorance going on, man.
And
You
that's
can't even talk the boxing no more because if somebody think you know more than them, they're gonna start loud talking, start calling names, start lying. It's just too much,
Screaming and
man.
hollering. Yeah,
Screaming, hollering.
it's a whole
Oh,
crazy.
lot of ignorance going around. That's the key word. That's the word of the day is ignorance. A lot of
yeah,
these but they lead like they know more than they actually know. I'm not gonna sit up
right.
here and tell you I know more than I know. I know what I know, and that ain't really that much, you know. But a lot of these
Mm-hmm.
people they act like they know all these things, and it's like when you really get down to it, you don't know nothing. And the thing is
Don't
that they
know
tell on
nothing.
themselves. They tell on themselves. You don't gotta say nothing.
But what's crazy is that they'll turn on people like our man, people like us, while they're over there hanging with the ops. I'm like,
Right.
bro,
Exactly.
do you realize the enemy is right here? And honestly, Julius, like I said, man, you dead on, and that shit was happening far before I'm sure whatever happened today. I wasn't even watching today. Like I haven't had a day off since the fucking ninth. But
It was actually yesterday,
oh,
but
yesterday.
it was last night, but it was just so amazing, man. Cause I was just listening to it and I'm just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, it's more than just like people, and this guy tried to call me a Bud fan, basically. I said, but hold up. I said, we're the same fan base. I said, I love Earl Spence. I love Bud Crawford. I said, but right is right. I said, when are we, because I like Earl Spence, now a black man sue a white man for racism, I'm gonna say, oh no, the brother lying. He's lying. But this is what the saying he said. He said, you can't order a steak, lick your fingers, and then ask for your money back. That was the saying. I
Unless
mean,
you
it
white.
just crazy talk, man.
And it's funny because what they don't understand is that when Bud initiates these lawsuits and the black public come out and say, "Oh, he has no case," that invalidates future lawsuits. It basically
Right.
shows the government, it shows the court system. Look, these
Mm-hmm.
niggas these niggas can't make up their minds. They don't know what's
Right.
going on. So any character witnesses are already being invalidated,
Right.
and it just the lack of unity it shows. They're like, look, these niggas are so fickle. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they need. They just say everything's racist, and then half their own people don't even agree.
Right.
But meanwhile, Asians, one Asian gets slapped, and they're on code immediately getting payouts.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. On code.
Hey, like you said,
Not
Beehive,
not just
Beehive. When I
not just
posted that Nui meme, that video or whatever, and I said, they said something about a Nui, about name a fighter that a Nui, that whatever, and I just said name a fighter who's fighting his cousin on Tuesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I said, oh yeah, all of a sudden people are gonna incorrectly remember what racism is. It's
Yeah, now they
funny.
gonna know what racism means, huh?
hey,
Yeah,
and
racism doesn't exist until they think it's coming from a black person.
they were getting
Right.
made. They got laws made for that.
Right.
All this campaign, stop Asian hate and all that. That's
Mm-hmm.
that stuff came out of nowhere.
But
Ball.
but they won't put it into existence with black people who's been getting killed and murdered ever since we stepped foot into America.
But that
But
shows
It
what all
it
this
took us. Oh,
uh
go ahead.
this POC correlation is. Because as soon as that stuff happened, everybody had something negative to say about black people. Like black people were just randomly attacking Asians out of nowhere.
And they
right.
had a grievance. They had a
That
grievance of some
that was a
sort.
side.
I don't know if y'all saw my page yesterday or a couple days ago. I put up um, a post where it was a lot of Asians on this bus, and they was calling the black people, ends all day. Just kept calling them ends, in, and on the bottom it said "Stop Asian hate." Right? You know what I'm
That,
saying? So, and we've seen them discriminate against us. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, in China, when the coronavirus first started, guess what their first official action was? To literally evict
All the black, right?
all African citizens
Yep.
and or expatriates that were living there. And what's crazy is that it literally took us over 4 centuries of genocide. Because we don't want to call it genocide, but it is
Hmm.
genocide.
Oh, that's what
Genocide.
it was.
Yeah, yeah. People never give us the genocide tag, but yeah, no.
Right.
4 centuries of genocide and oppression to get
Mhm.
what Asians got over 2 Asian people getting slapped.
Right.
And what's funny is that when a white guy came into an Asian nail salon with a pistol and killed 6 people, nobody
Phew.
said stop. Nobody said stop the Asian hate. They,
Stop
they were
Asian hate. Right.
they were like, oh, mental illness. He mental ill.
Hmm.
So that's different. But when a black person slapped me for getting loud, that's hatred. I'm like,
Hmm.
It's
wait, what?
like you for talking, you calling them an N-word, being disrespectful, because you was running your mouth. They didn't slap you just because you was running your mouth and you thought ain't nothing was gonna happen to you. And that's what I say. Don't let these other groups build off our back and take the work that we put in and they get the
Right.
benefits. Don't let them do that. That's why
Hmm.
I don't believe in POC correlation. That stuff don't exist to me. It's us against everybody else. I don't care. I don't and that's why when these people try to yell racism, that shit like get the fuck out of here, man. Stop it.
Hmm.
Like you don't know the first thing about it. You know, you don't know nothing.
Anybody with a flag in their bio better not talk to me about talking about race. If you're waving a flag around in your bio, I'm gonna talk about race until I get good and goddamn tired. And I ain't never gonna get tired. So fuck you.
Right.
It
And I
just
mean,
one dude, that one weird coon was saying, no, it was somebody. I forgot who it was. No, it was that one dude that was on the show, that weird Canelo fan. Like he was like, all you do is talk about race. Like this is what we live
Wait, which one, Pablo?
lives. Yeah, that weirdo. These are
Oh
our
yeah.
lives, our experiences. Don't
right.
disrespect it. You
Like
know,
I
don't.
said, if I talk about immigration, they'll be the first ones crying. They'll be like, "Well, no, it's not fair." I'm like, "Why is it not fair? Immigration is an issue that affects everybody outside the United States." Well,
Right.
it's disproportionate. Like they'll start naming statistics and shit. The
Right.
moment you talk about canceling DACA, all of a sudden it's, oh, well, that's racist. Oh shit, that's racist. Oh shit, damn, that's racist apparently.
You
I
don't see
mean, man, we just got to stop as a people, man, and especially let's just start right here on the boxing Twitter. We got to stop protecting these, these white promoters that promote racism, and they say it all the time. Like, for example, just getting on a little bit of the Bud Crawford thing. Just if we wanted to talk about suing, right? When that man get up there and speak, he working for Bud Crawford. That's the one thing in boxing that we all got to come to that agreement. And this would stop a lot of arguments. The promoters work for the fighter. The fighters don't work for the promoter. And that's part of it. Because in this country, we always, especially with us black folks, man, we like to go with the establishment. You know what I'm saying? Whatever Mr. Charlie say, he right. And the rest of us, they expect us to fall in line. Look, man, it was a saying when I was young, being in the South, they would say something like, man, you can't talk to white folks like that. Man, they do that everywhere. That's what they still doing, man. It's crazy.
Yep. And let's be clear too. It's not just them white people that are going against us.
Right.
It's all them others too.
Oh, absolutely.
You,
Oh, definitely. Because they fall in line with the establishment, you know what I'm saying, showing up. And the establishment say go against them. So they be like, yeah, let's fall in line because we can advance by being against them in all walks of life. If we take the black side, of this racism, we're gonna fall right down below them. So let's take the white people. We got European in us anyway, so let's take it. You know what I'm saying? So you're right, man. But one question for you, Alan. Congratulations, man, on your situation in the Air Force. Where you headed?
thank you, thank you. I'm heading to San Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. That's cool. That's cool. I got a nephew that's a well, he's a sergeant in the Air Force. He's stationed over in Okinawa, or yeah, I think Okinawa. Yeah. So yeah, man.
Yeah, my cousin, he's been in for a minute, so kind of helped me, get in that direction. And
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm ready for it. I'm
Right.
not
I
going.
wish I had went there instead of the army. I tell you that. I didn't have anybody to tell me, you know, any better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my dad helped steer me in the right direction. So
That's
just
cool, man.
just look at this panel.
Hmm.
We got veterans, a future vet, entrepreneur. I do what I do, and the other panels, who they got? They got fucking bums talking about their media, motherfucker, motherfuckers that are former criminals. The only experience they got in a courtroom is being the fucking damn defendant, talking about how much
with a
they think they
hey,
know.
with a court appointed.
Literally with a fucking public defender talking about how much they think they know about some shit. Talking about
Right.
this and that. Like for example, when motherfuckers talk about being a journalist, I've
Hmm.
written I've written articles professionally before. Like I've exchanged articles for money. Do you think I run around telling people I'm fucking media? No, because that's not what I do for a living, and it doesn't matter what I do for a living. My money doesn't come from boxing at the moment.
Right.
yep,
And then you got motherfuckers literally looking homeless, like they just waking up, having a cigarette and last night's coffee for breakfast, talking about, oh well, I'm the media, so I'm gonna ask some questions. No, nigga, you're starting shit. You need to shut your fucking mouth and get your family in a better position where it doesn't look like your house, like where you literally got to put up a fight with rats to go to bed.
exactly. And let
Your
me
shit looks
address the
fucking
reason why
disgusting.
real quick. Yeah,
What's that?
family. That's I'm gonna stay black first. That's what I'm gonna do,
Right.
and I ain't gonna let nobody take that away from me or try to, take it out of me. This is who I am. I wouldn't want to be any other. If I ain't born black, I don't want to be born at all. You understand? So
Right. I feel the same way, especially on a day like today, which, you know, I look at it, I'm talking about, the Martin Luther King, man. You know, I think it's crazy that, as much, let's get beyond, what we went through for a second. But to make it out of that, first of all, that's the step number one. But all the accomplishments our people made, man, why would we want to be anything else? You know what I'm saying? And as much as our people done went through in this country, why would we want to go against ourselves in a situation? You know what I mean?
exactly, we
Crazy.
had the game rigged against us, and we always come out on top.
Always,
We
man.
had our legs tied behind there. We had our arms, and they run in the relay race. And
Yeah.
with one leg and one arm, we got first place. We run
And
the culture. The culture is what runs the world, and that's when you
absolutely.
start to monetize it for positivity
And
and
also too,
to
man,
uplift
this
us.
right. And in this culture, and I know D Hive definitely hear this a lot. They talk about two things. They talk about they talk about, you know, rape. They also talk about mental illness. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple key points and key parts that people always switch, talk about with us. But we don't talk about that rape of our women that started an entire race of people. Now we call them black, but they are, mixed race or mulatto
Mulatto.
or
Yeah.
what mulatto, you know what I'm saying? That's a rape, that was started through rape. I mean, we just have to be honest, man. You know, and now, it's not, but that's how it started, man. Started through rape. Started through rape. And and then in North Carolina where I'm from, man, they tearing down the statues and things like that. And there's a lot of people that got a problem with that, and I'm pretty sure that it's people on these sites that got problems with it, because like I say, they show me they hand every day when they have problems with a guy like Bud Crawford suing Bob Arum for racism, breach of contract, all type of things. They tell him, no, you hang in there. Mr. Charlie won't wrong. He paid you good, boy. Just crazy, man.
Exactly. They still do that. Like, how is Bob Arum racist if he got a if he, but he made Bud a millionaire?
Right.
They love making money off us. They love it. They
That's
love it.
why. That's why, Julius. I try to test people by bringing up Strom Thurmond. Niggas be talking about how old they are and how much they know. They don't even know who Strom Thurmond is. I'm like, Strom Thurmond was in power like 20 years before I was born. How the fuck I know him, but you don't?
Hey, man.
Yeah, they don't be reading nothing. They just be talking the whole life of talking, never being told by their mom or their dad to shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. And then they get to 40 years old still talking shit, worried about what ARTMAN doing.
And also too, they don't know about the boxing either. The one that they say that they know about, they don't even know that.
Not at
They
all.
don't even know that. They don't even know that. You start throwing up stats and things that happen and why they might relate to today, and people start saying, "Oh, yeah, 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 whatever, whatever." You know what I mean? And it's not because they trying to blow it off. It's really because they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know, and they don't want to be embarrassed by just saying I don't know. Like if somebody say something in boxing that I don't know or something I forgot, I'm gonna acknowledge it and be like, "Yo, man, that was cool. You brought this up. I hadn't looked at that before, or I had forgot about that, or I forgot about this fighter or that fighter." You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man.
And the
It's
thing is,
just
Julie,
crazy.
a lot of people they don't know. But the thing is that they won't admit, like you said, they don't know, and it's like it's not gonna kill you to be wrong. It's not gonna kill you to
Right,
that you don't know something. If I
right,
don't know something, I'm gonna say I don't know. I won't speak on it. A lot
right.
of these people they'll speak on it anyways, and then they get proven to be wrong. They act them and they fucking idiot crew get all up and they start jumping you, like it's
And
because
bro,
a
you
lot of
know what
people.
it's called, man? It's just called you got to be able to be humble, man. You know what I'm saying? Like being for real, man. I'm humble about things. Um I don't believe in fronting, man, just to look good for somebody. And and like I say, man, a lot of this, you know, I don't know everybody that had something to say about Art Man in particular, but some of them is lying. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I said, man, and it's messed up because, yo, I honestly can say, man, I've never went on anybody platform, even on Twitter, and I've never started any type of argument or anything with anybody.
That
But people still talk trash to you. They'll still scream, holler, and act stupid. And the louder they talk, they feel like they being right.
the more dummies that you got in your following, that don't mean that you right. That just means you got
You're
a lot
right.
following
You
you.
just found a group of dummies.
Yeah, like a bunch of people. A bunch of people. Literally, we just went through this. A bunch of people really thought that Errol Spence and everybody and their mama was ducking Terrence Crawford, despite Terrence Crawford never saying that. Yet
Never said.
again, Terrence Crawford has said it was all Bob Barum's fault. And niggas are still in there copping pleas like Bob Barum is getting ready to cut them a check. I'm like, bro, just admit you don't know as much as you think as you thought you did. You run your fucking mouth a lot, but don't know anything, and be quieter. Maybe if you listen twice as much as you talk, you might actually be right about some shit more than 30% of the fucking time.
Exactly.
All you
Yes,
do is you just talk. You talk loud, you talk fast, so you seem like you know what you're talking about. But the truth is you don't know shit. You couldn't confirm, like dude couldn't confirm any of the shit he said. He just said, "Oh, well, we'll see. What you don't understand was I'm from a different era. So what you don't understand is that Danny had turned down a contract, and then Thurman came out here. None of this shit is documented. What the fuck? You just
exactly.
you're
And to
just
come,
That's
talking.
crazy.
it don't matter what area you from. A bitch is a bitch in any era. A whole ass, a sorry excuse for a man is a sorry excuse for a man in any
In
era.
any era. In
Yeah,
any era.
after
A
yeah,
liar, a
he
liar in any
seems
era. So let's
Mhm.
get that right. It don't matter what era you come from, where things are different, and this and that. You still the same sorry motherfucker. You still the same sorry excuse for a man.
yeah.
You ain't growing or evolved in nothing.
Like after Toussaint Louverture had the successful Haitian Revolution and Dessalines took over, and was like, all right, these white people, we need to get them the fuck up out of here, all of them slaughter. Rombo was one of the dudes that was talking about. Now wait a minute, now we can't just be doing the same thing they did. It's like, man, shut the fuck up with your pussy ass, bro.
Exactly.
Right.
Like,
See,
no.
hey, look, man. I have noticed in my life, man, that when it come time for change, it's a lot of people, a lot of our people, man, will start to check out because they aren't willing to go the extra mile to you know what I'm saying, to make change. Like for example with Martin Luther King, and I put a lot all day. I've been tweeting all type of stuff about him. You know, even Martin Luther King, man, people like to put that monitor on Martin Luther King like he was just some yes sir, no sir, no sir, yes sir. I got a dream. No, 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 no. He didn't do that. He talked about, you know, different things about how the government was giving, you know, white people all this land and agriculture and putting money into them and also giving them tax breaks so that they won't fail. You know what I'm saying? Like he talked about that stuff, man. Like you gotta, and look, even though he preached peace, he still got murdered too. He got murdered just like the ones that was rallying with pistols. It don't matter, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go ahead and bite the bullet, man, and just stand for something. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
that's what I was saying earlier. Like they a lot of these people that say they're activists and this and that, they don't stand for nothing. When it's time to bite the bullet,
They
they
lying,
they
man.
lie. They're liars.
Yeah, they
They
just
take the
lies.
resources and they go off. And
Yep.
And the
they buy houses, they buy cars for themselves. All we were left with were fucking street, Black Lives Matter fucking portraits and art and street names. That shit is worthless. That's worthless.
and
Where's
the
the real
funniest
character?
thing. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
Go
you
ahead,
good, D.
D.
Go ahead, D.
I was gonna say, and the funniest thing is that broke ass coons get smoked too. Like I remember, I remember on this dude was on Facebook. He was all over the place talking about, oh, I love the police. Black people shouldn't be committing any crime. Da 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 da. When the
Mhm.
Black Lives shit first jumped off, literally the next week he got killed by the police at a traffic stop. So it's like, bro, you're getting nothing. You will get slaughtered. And the worst part about it is, bro, I'm like, dude, you don't think white people do their research on black folks? When they see a coon, they don't see someone that they trust. They
No,
see
they
they
don't trust no coon.
they're
No,
like they're like, shit, you gonna turn on your own. I couldn't imagine what you do in my house. So I'm just
Right,
they don't
I'm,
respect
I'm
anybody that turns on their own. I guarantee
right.
you they respect Martin Luther King and Malcolm X more than any of these niggas because they know, like let's be real, integrity and honesty that stands in any, no matter what. An evil man can look at somebody in integrity and honesty, and they'll look at them with more respect than somebody that sells out.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, man, a sellout never wins, and you know that's a funny story that D Hive is saying in the sense that I've known so many people, you know, through my life that took that same approach, man, and bad stuff happened to them by those same people that they said we should conform to, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff, and like even with my Latino, you know, people, especially the dark ones, you know what I'm saying? Uh, I like to say black people that speak Spanish. When they stop them or they do something to them, they don't see that. They see that skin. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna treat them the same exact way. No difference.
Yep.
yeah.
It's no
And
difference, man.
and another example is y'all know what happened in Nipsey Hussle. I'm from that
Right.
area. I'm from that
Mm-hmm.
area, and the swap meet where his shopping center was across the street from. I used to get t-shirts and socks at that motherfucker all the time. And what
Mm-hmm.
happened? And what happened in Nipsey is they talking about the ops. No, the police and local real estate investors found a coon who was on that gang bullshit. They slid him some paper, said get the job done, and then get out of town. We'll give you a 12-hour head start. Guess what happened to
Mm.
him? They caught his ass in less than an hour. He was never getting out of there. They
Right.
not only did they arrest him so they could have a suspect, he's probably fucking dead right now. So cooning for what? You're
For
getting
what?
nothing.
Exactly.
Absolutely. You're gonna get the same exact, medicine.
Yeah,
You
you're
know
gonna
what
get
I'm
dead.
saying?
Like the dudes who betrayed Malcolm. FBI had their ass locked up in hours.
Right,
In hours. Their black
right.
asses were quote unquote incarcerated, and I guarantee they were not alive the next day.
And
You ain't heard from them.
well, one of them died, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And one they let out of prison after what? 35 years?
Oh, okay. So one of them lived.
One of them lived and
Oh,
one
okay.
died. And the one that lived, I want to say, I could be wrong, okay? I'm not going to act like I know. I could be wrong. But the one that got out, he got out such an old man because he did almost 40 years himself. I think he eventually died, but I don't quote me on that. But I do know he got out. 100% he got out. But he did almost 40 years too. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
believe he died as well. You could do research on that, but hey man, cooning don't work because, like you said, D Hive and Allen, they're not gonna trust you anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Like look at Fred.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Yeah,
barbershop.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Barbershop, and I know a lot of people gonna know this story. Before Barbershop started cooning, he had unlimited press access to everybody. He was
Yes,
going
he
to
did.
he was going to every. And keep in mind,
Hmm
I've never listened to
I
Barbershop. I
I
listened to
seen
like
him at the fight here in DC.
right, like keep in mind, I've
Hmm
never followed Barbershop closely. I never listened to him. I listened to one episode, didn't like him, never followed, never subscribed. But I know the damn story because people talk about it all the time.
Right,
This man had press access to everybody. The
right.
moment he started cooning, even the white folks cut his ass off. They were like, "Oh, we don't
Yeah,
want him. We don't want him snitching in our house."
he got cut
Shit,
off by everybody.
he got cut off by every bro. Look at fucking what's her name? Shit. Omarosa. She
Hmm
turned cool. She got fired.
Hmm.
Who? Who's it?
I'm Omarosa, Candace Owens, Diamond and Silk. All these bitches
All of
eventually
them.
got. They
And
all got clipped.
and you know what's so sad, man? I'm ashamed because Diamond and Silk is from my, what I'm saying, from my state. And
Oh shit.
and I'm gonna tell you, man, that hey, look, I'm not saying that it's wrong, that it's not wrong for people anywhere to coon. But when you from the South, if you from Mississippi or Georgia or Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, and you cooning, boy, you the worst.
Oh,
You
one.
is the worst of the worst.
I'm from Texas,
And you
Julius.
from Texas, same boat. You do that, man, you the worst. You the worst coon. Trust me,
We're the most
man.
racist down here.
Yeah, I agree. I
You go
Shit.
so
agree,
the
man.
first experiences, the first hand experiences over here in the South.
Right,
And
right.
like I'm so glad my parents instilled in me to have such love for self and just search for
Hmm
knowledge of self and integrity and honesty and being a good man, that I don't look for acceptance from nobody but myself.
Right,
Nobody that don't look like me could ever have my respect more than somebody that looks like me, that stands for something. And
bro. I say that all the time, man, and that's why I say even when we talking about on this, platform, right? A lot of them are try to come over and steal the shine over here. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
By bringing up their fake topics that they don't even believe in. You know what I'm saying? Just to
Like
get some press or get some run. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up, I don't do it, man.
because
I don't do it.
it's not gonna work.
It's not.
Look at the hardcore on code LGBC channels. They have like almost half a million subscribers. Look at the coons. They don't have shit.
Right.
The
And
coons
Yeah.
don't have shit.
it's
And
one
I
thing
mean,
as
so
well.
much so. Look who Fred got Rick Glazier
Dude,
on.
like trash. People
Um,
like, oh, D, you see that? I'm like, hell no, I ain't watch that
I,
bullshit. I
I
went
didn't
to
watch it either, but
yeah,
I seen a 10-second that somebody had on their little Twitter, you know what I'm saying? They had retweeted and had a message. And the guy, said something about his wife said to tell everybody that 3 times a week he eat black eyed peas and cornbread.
That's
You know,
fucking
Right.
just and you know what? It's fitting. And he should have said that on Fred's show. Because if Fred that silly, or that, you know what I'm saying, to have a racist, a bona fide race soldier on his platform, he should get disrespected like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
oh, 100, 100.
Because if a race soldier said that on a channel that I'm on, he gotta go right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, get out of here. I wouldn't even
Yeah,
have you on in the first place, but if I have to
exactly.
have you on, you're getting this. I'm get
Yeah,
the fuck out.
that's it.
You know,
That's
and
just
That's it.
the
and
body
it's
that they do it for. Oh, my bad, D.
no. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Gonna say they do it for subscribers. They do it for followers, and it's like you don't have to have a lot of followers. You just have to have consistent supporters. If 100 people are giving you $100 every stream, and you stream every day, for 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and you're getting that every day, that's better than having 1,000, a million subscribers that don't even give you a dollar.
Exactly.
A
And
million
what's dumb
get
is
a
that
Mhm.
thousand likes, 1,000 views on every video. But go ahead, D.
I was saying what's dumb is that this is just it just shows you the lack of actual experience with black people, like with Steve Kim and Rick Glazer. Because I'm like, dude, if you knew anything about black people, you know goddamn well we don't be eating that shit 3 times a week.
Exactly.
You know how painstaking it is
Exactly.
for a wife or a mother to constantly make some cornbread and black eyed peas from
Man,
scratch 3 times a damn week. Like,
man, let me
bro,
I
look, man.
remember the last time I ate that. I
I mean,
can't.
I eat
Hey,
cornbread, but my mom, like, she'd be like, "Bro, you gonna turn into some cornbread if I keep making this shit. You gotta calm down,
It's
son."
not even I don't eat it.
bro,
It's just that it's been so
man,
long.
man, let me tell you something,
I
man.
can't eat.
I,
I'm not finna sit up here and eat cornbread. Three, like, get out of here, man.
hey, Alan, D Hive, I'm gonna tell you, man. It ain't too many people that country eat as long and as much as I have, man. I'm talking about. So I'm gonna just give you a little rundown from hog chitlins to you know what I'm saying to pickled pig feet. Okay, so we done. So you know how deep I go, right?
Hmm.
All right, bro. Man, we might not even have black eyed peas 1 time a week. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
cornbread would be like a Sunday meal. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because, like you said, D Hive, you might get some hush puppies or something like that. But, bro, ain't nobody making no cornbread. I don't even care if it's Jiffy 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? That was just a racist. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to, show his racism. You know what I'm saying? Because he even laughed. And like I say, man, I don't play that stuff, man, because look, where I'm from, man, you know what I'm saying? Spanish people, Puerto Ricans, they can't come to in North Carolina, especially when I was young, and play that end game. That ain't playing. I don't care if you look like Felix Trinidad. You start talking that, and you Spanish, they're like, oh no, 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 bro. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some probably could, you know what I'm saying? Like if they look like me, you know what I'm saying? I know they could get away with it. But you get what I'm saying, right?
Hmm.
right,
So
absolutely.
yeah, so
That's why
don't
dudes in New
play that.
York. That's why dudes in New York be so damn soft and coonish and like they got those Puerto Ricans and shit like
Yeah.
punch drunk and ring ding. Because I'm like, I don't know what y'all heard, but in LA, nah, bro, you get a foot broke off in your ass immediately. And
Oh yeah, no doubt.
keep in mind, Hispanics have the majority, and they still don't do that shit. Don't
No.
like where Hispanics will go to like the valleys to try to play that game where there's only like maybe like 2 or 3 black people in the whole zip code. But you go to like South Central LA proper, they don't play that bullshit.
No.
You fuck around and get smoked around here.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
Yeah, but that's why you got all these weirdos like from the Caribbean, like Eson, that trying to be up fucking Ring Ding's balls and stuff. I'm like, dude, how do you feel about being Ring Ding's intern? Like,
Feel about
is
being
he
under
giving you a
like that? Like
like?
a weak ass nigga like that. A nigga that don't stand for nothing.
Right.
He was
I'm just
over
Cause
like,
he
is he
like,
giving
bro,
you
like
a fucking stipend? Like, is he paying you, or you just doing
and
this because you're in
that
love with him or some weird shit?
one day, Champ Side put his pound for pound out. You know what I'm saying? And then the dude had reposted it. I said, see, this is the problem with you niggas. Y'all rather talk about another man's work than make y'all own. And then he was just like, well, I made my own list. Well, talk about your own sorry ass list, you hoe ass nigga.
Right,
You over here giving this man free promotion, but you don't like the dude. Y'all niggas,
right.
they got the game backwards. They dumb.
Hmm.
But it's
And
like,
that's the thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I could walk past Champ side, I wouldn't know him. I mean, seriously, I wouldn't know any of them guys because I'm more about people, you know what I'm saying, that's talking to me. And
mm-hmm,
I ain't got nothing against Champ side or Fred or any of them. But Fred I do know. But I wouldn't know any of them other guys, and they probably some cool guys, man. But I'm like D Hive. I've seen guys in the past, especially when the Kovalev situation, okay? With Kovalev and Andre Ward. And I know of one guy, you know what I'm saying? He even admitted it one time that he didn't say nothing about the race thing because he felt like he wouldn't get credentials and he felt bad for not speaking out. And now he speak out on everything. But at one time he didn't because he wanted credentials. So it's a lot of fakery
yeah,
going on. You know what I'm saying,
yeah.
man?
And that's the thing, man. Like, once you make your lane, your own lane, you don't got to do what these dudes are doing for credentials or nothing like that.
Right.
That's gonna make a way for you,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's so many dudes capping and faking, and they'll do anything for clicks. That's why you
Mhm.
gotta appreciate the real ones.
And
That's why.
it's so funny because Champside is ardently pro-black, and he gets to go up face to face in the middle of a pandemic and talk to Eddie Hearn one on one. Is Leho doing that? Is
Oh yeah,
Ring
yeah.
Ding
And
is Ring Ding doing that?
they call
Right.
Champs out racist for making his own pound for pound list, and it's like, make your own list.
And you
You want
know
to?
why Eddie Hearn talked with him? And he used to talk with Fred. He used to talk with Barbershop
Until
before he
that
started.
cooning.
Yeah, before he started cooning. See what I'm saying? And now he
Hmm.
can't get anything. But yeah, I mean, he know that Champ Side got a following, and even though he'll just go to Champ Side and play the evil role, you know what I'm saying? Let Champ Side play the good role. But you
But
don't have,
also, it's
yeah,
because Champside be making a lot of sense. Like the same people that attack
yeah,
Champside's list are the same people that are perfectly fine with motherfuckers with ESPN having Tyson Fury as a has a top 5 pound for pound fighter, despite being the literal heaviest heavyweight there is fighting. Like what
right.
the fuck?
Having him, having still having Lomachenko, Lomo,
That's
still
crazy.
this. He's
That
not
is
even a
crazy,
champion
man.
Two
anymore.
losses, no belts. Him and Estrada are still on the fucking list.
Hey,
Wow.
and Chocolito.
Your
You know,
Chocolatito, yep.
yeah, and y'all
Chocolatito's
know
still on the
I
fucking
talk
list.
trash about him, man.
Oh
I,
my god, dude, get these sperm weights out of here. Don't nobody watch their ass.
And the thing is
you
that
ain't lying.
they had it
Sperm
over.
weight.
They had at one time they had Chocolatito over Andre Ward.
Oh yeah,
I remember when Mayweather was saying that bullshit. I was like, Mayweather, if you don't shut your bald head ass up with that nonsense, bro.
yeah. Well, you know what that was. That was just that him and Andre Ward little rivalry thing. You know what I'm saying?
What would be
Because
on his?
Yeah.
Dude, I really
Andre Ward called him out a few times on stuff.
see. Yeah, see Floyd. Floyd, he'll talk a good talk when it benefits him. And
Yeah, he
as a
be
fighter,
cooning too.
I
You
love
know what
Floyd
I'm
as a
saying?
fighter, but
Yeah,
them
I
motherfuckers,
I'm
ain't forgot his cooning either.
nah.
I'm not gonna cap. When Floyd was roasting Virgil Hunter, I was laughing. This shit was funny as hell. I didn't agree with him, but I was laughing the way he was putting it. I was like, oh my god,
Oh yeah, yeah.
this man is
Like I said,
roasting Virgil Hunter.
hey, Floyd sometimes make a lot of sense. It's just that when he get in that mood and he start the cooning stuff, man, like people don't realize cooning coming from certain individuals, even if they mean nothing as much to the culture, actually hurts us. Like you had said earlier, D Hive, I forgot exactly what you was talking about, but you were saying something along the lines of black people. Oh yeah, about lawsuits. When we go against the grain, we actually hurt others coming in behind us with lawsuits where something happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, you know, That stuff sometimes, like the Gucci thing. I'm gonna wear Gucci and Gucci and this and that. Man, come on, man. We the culture. You don't think we got designers? Anything we wear, we can make it cool.
Exactly. And that shit don't even be like popping like that. Like that shit is ugly to me.
And you spend all that money.
For what? But
Yeah,
because a lot of black people, a lot of times it's they want to be individuals, but when something happens to them, they want to be about the culture. They want the culture to sit behind them. That's when they want to be, unified. You know, and but it's like nah. Once you sell out, ain't no love for you on this end,
right,
because you go
right.
and show people for something so simple, for something that don't mean nothing. It,
Like a
it
good. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
just want to say, man, it don't get you no respect, no real respect. I'd rather be respected by my people and hated by everybody else, because I know at the end of the day, my people will support me. They gon'
Absolutely.
they gonna lift me up.
Ain't nothing like hood love. That's why, you know, and I be talking to my girl about Little Bootsy, right?
Hmm.
I don't even really, I mean, to be honest, I know about one song of his or two, but I don't even listen to a whole lot of music. But I got respect for him because he's a prime example of the hood, uh, taking care of its own. You know what I'm saying? And that's and you can gain a lot from black folks from Texas and Georgia and North Carolina and stuff like that. Because look at the music industry. Uh, they said the people from the South said, you know what, we ain't going to these uh these record labels and stuff like that. We're gonna stay independent and we're gonna make it. And look at what they did, man. They sold millions upon millions of albums independent.
And that's
Just
why
crazy,
you
man.
can't cancel Boosie, for
You
instance.
can't cancel him.
You don't.
He
You,
can
Hey,
say something about gays all day. You can't cancel someone. The hood take care of him.
just
Ain't
like
got he ain't worried about Nike or this or that. You know what I'm saying?
well, shit. Apparently, you can't even cancel people who got corporate support because you saw the people at Netflix was trying to cancel Dave Chappelle.
No,
Netflix said, "Fuck that."
exactly.
Not only is he gonna be in charge of one of our award ceremonies, but we giving him two more specials. So y'all feel like y'all need to quit? Go ahead and clear out your desk. We
and,
got this money to make.
Dave Chappelle is he's a unique case because Dave ain't cooning,
Not at all. And he came
and
and his parents came from a class where Coonan is kind of expected because he wasn't born
right.
poor. He wasn't born poor.
Right, exactly. And he from DC, but DC at that particular time, man, really meant Chocolate City. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of like Harlem, back then. It actually, you know, I mean, blackness was the thing. Where say now, man, it's like kind of expected once a person make it to a certain level, for him to coon. It kind of is, man. I mean, it's sad, but it's true.
Yeah, like both of Dave Chappelle's both of Dave Chappelle's parents were university professors, and his father even served in the army.
Right.
And then you got niggas talking about all this bullshit like you college boy and all this nonsense. I'm like, okay, so should we? Like I always try to tell people, the streets is not black culture. The streets are black circumstances.
Right.
It's the streets. The streets. All that shit seems cool until you in them. Nobody want to be in them. Nobody.
Man, trust me. If hey, when I see these white kids, you know what I'm saying, hanging with these black kids and doing this and that, I be saying to myself, man, everything is cool unless they had to go home and switch places with that black kid.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ain't nobody trying to live that, man. When I used to go home and make those fried bologna sandwiches and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Look, fried bologna ain't nothing wrong with it. But I'm saying when you was making that because that's what was there, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you had to do. That's one thing, man. It's something that nobody want to go back to. If you
Yeah.
got any sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then while we on the subject of coonery, look at what just happened to the Baltimore DA. She didn't want to press charges against Freddie Gray's killers, and now the same system she thought was gonna protect her brought her dumb ass up on some charges.
Um,
This-
did her and her husband, right?
yeah, I believe they're both. I
Right.
believe they're both attorneys. So
Yep.
yeah, man, it's like while you in there and you have a spotlight, use it for something productive because it's not gonna last. They're gonna get you up out of there eventually.
Oh
They're
no.
going and black DAs are notorious for dropping hammers on black folks in courtroom
Oh,
because they
trust me,
feel
yeah.
like they gotta go beyond the call of duty for them white folks. But white people don't do it. I was
Yep.
in I want to get the city right, okay? All right, so I got a ticket in trying to think of the name of the place, man. Going across the Bay Bridge. Um, what's that first town going across the Bay Bridge, man?
In California.
No, 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 no. I'm talking about Maryland. Talking about Maryland.
Oh,
Um, going towards Ocean City. Um, so I had got a ticket, okay, and I had just left through Annapolis, and I'm trying to think of that first little city. It's called a city. It's really a little port town, man. It just got it's all little fishing stuff around there. Trying to think of the name of this, but anyway, it's basically across the Bay Bridge. I'm gonna just say that, all right. And so I got a ticket, and I had to go to court. And so when I went to court for the ticket, it was this one black dude in there, man. And the black guy had a driving without license or driving while license revoked. It was one of the two. They about almost the same charge. But you know, driving while license revoked carries a sentence behind it. Okay. And it was a white guy in there in the courtroom, same day. He came up first, okay? Now, this guy was on probation, felony drug probation. And while he was out, he had took he was getting pulled over by the police, took him on a 2 county chase, and eventually crashed and got arrested and everything. So he came into court with a paid lawyer, and the first thing the judge said was, you remind me of my son. And he started talking about mental health and stuff like that, right? And so as he went and took the guy on, right? So as the case kept going, now I'm listening to this. Now this guy's supposed to go to prison, okay? He had violated his probation, and I'm not for sure the time. He might have had 2 years he had to do if he violated, right? Didn't matter. Violation in court, it shouldn't matter about if you get convicted or not. A lot of times they pulled the case on you, make you do your time. This guy talked about mental health and about how he reminded me of his son. He gave him 2 weekends in jail and allow him to go through with that case, whatever gonna happen in the case, remain in drug court, and also go through with the case. Gave him 2 weekends in jail. All right. The black dude had driving without license or driving while license revoked. I think it was his second or something like that. And this guy had been on child support. He had told the judge and showed the judge in paperwork how he had paid off like 9,000 of back child support, and now he was current. And he was only driving because his wife had was going through some type of real mental illness. Okay, she was having a panic attack. Okay, after that, the guy had a Jiffy Lube uniform on. He had a job. He had said he was working at Jiffy Lube. So you know what the judge, and he pled guilty. The judge said to him, "Look, man, I'm gonna do you a favor today. I'm gonna make sure that you keep your job and everything." He gave this guy 4 weekends, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he gave him 45 days to do right then. Now, let me ask you a question. What Jiffy Lube in America you gonna keep the job if you have to do 45 straight days in jail?
Only one that you own.
What
Exactly.
place in America is that's gonna let
But
you keep your job
but
do
but
40?
I'm just showing you, man. This is the guy that said he was gonna do this guy a favor. You know what I'm saying? So
And that's why, you know, black faces in high places. That's not really something that, because a lot of them they just coons, just coon minds, coon mindsets.
mm-hmm,
You know, and it's like you said, they'll do something extra just to appease these white people. You know, and
mm-hmm. No
that's why
doubt.
I don't look at them in positions of power and see something that we benefit from. Because 9 times out of 10, they benefit themselves and they benefit the establishment.
And also to let y'all know that was in Queen Anne County in Maryland. Okay. Because I told you I went across the Bay Bridge and I know D Hive, you heard of it staying here in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? And the courtroom we went to was in Centerville.
Oh,
I had to
okay.
go back. Look, I had to go back and look up my little case because they end up throwing mines out. Because when I saw that, they pulled me over at like 2 o'clock. I want to say because I was doing a driving job. I want to say it's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I told them that I wasn't driving, that it was someone that had stole my license, and because the police officer couldn't remember, you know what I'm saying? They had to throw it out. But you think I was gonna go before that judge? No
Yeah.
way.
Hell no.
After he supposedly done that guy a favor.
Yeah, being from LA, I mean, I'm sure maybe I don't know if Alan paid attention to LA politics at all, but Julius, you probably heard of Jackie Lacey was our former DA.
Yeah,
She was a nut job.
yeah.
She was an absolute psychopath. And one thing that Alan probably heard of is the rise of female judges down there in Texas. That ain't doing nobody no good,
No.
especially not black men. That's not doing
Mm-mm.
anybody no good.
Oh no.
See what
Oh
they try
no.
to do is they try to get the black women to feel like they're their own class. You know,
Mm-hmm.
separated from us. You know, they'll get all these jobs and all these benefits, and they think they don't need nobody. They don't need us
Mm-hmm.
no more. That's what they do.
Absolutely, man.
That's what made that chick's cooning so funny because I'm like, I guarantee you probably giving up ass to a bum right now, and I guarantee you he's black. Because let's keep it real. I mean, other groups it's funny because like when you go into like divester spaces and all that shit, it's just like y'all are living some fantasy world. White people have had hundreds of years to pick y'all, and they never have. They're never
Mm-hmm.
going. They're never going to. No other group wants y'all.
Not authentically. They don't pick y'all for to be loved on. They pick y'all to fuck because y'all are easy. Because y'all give it. Women with that mindset, that coon, the black women with that coon mindset, they give it up easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking pathetic.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they know
yeah.
that they know that their whiteness it will basically turn the woman into a lapdog. They'll have a servant.
A woman like that'll pick the bummest, ugliest, dirtiest, weakest white man and think it's an upgrade.
Of course. Of course.
Hmm.
No question.
That's what makes the bullshit that happened today so crazy. Because I'm like, y'all do realize I could start a space and just do the same shit, right? Like
What
I could easily just expose some shit that y'all been talking about and people y'all letting into this space and turn all this bullshit up.
what D Hive, look, I miss this space. I only seen a tweet that ARTMAN has sent out. So what exactly happened?
Well, I missed the space too. I didn't even get a chance to listen to it. All I heard was that they was talking shit about Artman and Alan listened to it. So Alan,
Oh
why don't
yeah,
you?
what did they say, Alan?
Yeah, what they say?
Oh shit! I ain't never said I listened to it.
Oh, you didn't. Oh my
Uh,
bad. Well, I
No,
guess I guess I
I
guess
would.
only Artman listened to it then.
Our man listened to it, and he was just like they was just talking shit about him and his brand.
Well, from what I gathered, because I know he had been on in a debate situation with one of the panelists before, but
Mhm.
from what I gathered, it's just them talking about how he may have said something about someone's kid at one
Yeah,
time,
he
and
didn't do that
yeah,
because now
I didn't
that
believe
part
it.
I know about. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I didn't believe that nonsense either. But even if it was true, who gives a fuck about that? But then
I think
there was some
it's that
talk about how he's peddling merch and all this bullshit. I'm like, yeah, he's doing what he's supposed to do and commercializing the internet. These are the same motherfuckers that'll happily buy a bunch of sports gear from white folks. Like, oh, let me go buy a bunch of Pittsburgh Steelers and 49ers and all that shit. Y'all have jerseys on jerseys, but buying some shit from a black entrepreneur, y'all got a problem. Like, y'all sound
Well,
stupid.
you know how that go. They tell, no, man, I gotta buy mine from Starter. I gotta buy it from Rawlins, and I gotta buy it from this person, that person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Just
of
goofy
course.
talk.
Oh, it needs to be authentic. Yeah, whatever.
they
And even that, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to talk about that for a second. And this is just in life in general, not even just in boxing. When white people so called say that something is authentic or it's real, you know what I'm saying? Then it's stamped. Man, what does it matter if I buy a shirt that say, okay, I'm a Georgetown fan. So if I buy a Georgetown Hoya shirt from ARTMAN, what does it matter if I buy it? Oh no, you got to buy it from Nike. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to buy it from Adidas. Why? Why? You know what I'm saying? Because you telling me to do it? It's just crazy, man. And that's the system. Let's keep those people rich and let's keep everybody else down. And they don't see that some of that stuff is just a form of cooning. It's a different way. Like I had said before on this on this show, man, there are so many different ways to coon, man. You can coon in so many different ways, bro. You know what I'm saying, man? I mean, let our people shine. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
don't get
they'll try to say that we're cooning for pointing out the coons. It's like, nah, nigga, nah. That's not what cooning is. Cooning is that bullshit y'all was doing. We're exposing the coons and letting y'all know the toxic filth y'all hanging out in. But y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Like I said, ain't nobody getting real bread off of this shit except the guy you're talking about. So go ahead. Go ahead
right,
and talk shit, run your mouth, do all that bullshit, and then see how it works out for you.
right.
You're not getting anything out of it, and none of the people you're trying to impress give a fuck about you. Even people in that space, they're not promoting your business. They're not helping you do anything. They wouldn't bail you out of jail. They wouldn't give you a month's rent. Y'all just a bunch of goofy niggas talking.
Yeah, of
nobody
course.
respects the coon. Nobody.
Nobody.
And
The coons don't even like each other. That's why they all talk shit behind each other's backs, and they don't even know it.
right. And I mean, man, and look, and the lady that, has said something about the kid, I follow her because she got a show with another lady. And I support it. Man, if it's a black show and it's on YouTube or whatever, I'ma support it, man. I'ma go up there, like even with Nika. You know what I'm saying? I support her. You know what I'm saying? And I know that she ain't, what I'm saying, don't like our man like that, but I still support her. You know what I'm saying? I support her station. You know what I'm saying? I support my black folks. But I would tell her to call, you know what I'm saying? She could have shot him a DM and called him on it. But I seen the post. It was some other guy going hard. You know how it is, man. If me, you and Alan talking and seven other people jump on and one of them start talking about your family, D High, what that got to do with me and Alan? You get what I'm saying? Like that's what happened. This guy jumped on and started going hard on this lady and said something about her child. I saw it. But ARTMAN was just in the conversation. This guy just jumped in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the thing I
At
say
some
about
point,
it is
at,
that
at
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, at some point, you gonna stop going at me like that for that. You know, I don't have as much patience as Art would, cause she like, and I fuck with her as well, but I don't really like that. You know, like you're not finna just keep going at me for something I didn't do and you making it seem like this and that. Provide the proof or be quiet.
And my thing about it is too, like I understand Artman didn't say these things, and that's perfectly fine. But my thing is, let's live in a world where he did say these things. I'd be like, bitch, analyze your life from birth until today. Is saying some shit online the worst thing you've ever done? Okay, it isn't. Then shut the hell up and move on. Nobody gives a shit.
I
Like I
like
said, I've received death threats. I've received all kinds of horrible stuff. You don't see me fucking crying about it, talking about those people. Oh, this one time he said he would do this. Like, nobody cares. He said he didn't do it. You can't find proof of him doing it. So get a life. Like I said, what's the worst thing you've ever done in life? If it's worse than say some suspect shit online, then move on. You have no room to criticize.
my thing is that me personally, I would never go at somebody's child, you know, and that's a serious claim to put on somebody. And serious, I mean, is just it's a shot at somebody's character. So if you're not gonna prove it, you're not gonna keep going back and forth with me about nothing. If you ain't prove it, shut up. And you ain't gonna say nothing about nothing because I ain't do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. You know, and that's no disrespect to her, but it's just like, come on now. Like y'all gotta be y'all rather go and on the timeline because you know dudes is gonna back you just because they don't like art.
Well, I think more so than art, I'm gonna tell you what I see going on Twitter, man. So, if a female is on Twitter talking about boxing or any type of sport, guys automatically, start being thirsty and start just trying to, you know what I'm saying, like the ring IQ guy, you know what I'm saying? They start, liking everything and backing them and stuff, and they don't care nothing about their sports take. They just like them. They just want to see if they could get, a breast shot or a butt shot. You know what I'm saying? Or
And
like for real.
these
They
women,
don't care nothing about what they saying about sports. They just liking it because they females. That's it, man. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, I come up here, man. I come up here to talk sports. So, you know, I don't care what the sport is. We can talk it. So I'll talk to them about it the same way. I ain't up here trying to sleep with them. That's why when somebody was attacking me one time and calling me out of my name, call me fat and all those things, I'm thinking to myself, all I'm talking about is boxing.
Right,
What do it matter? But
right.
and
neither
see,
here
that's
nor
like
there.
that's childish. Right? When you can't
I
debate
agree.
somebody on something, when you can't talk about, you go personal. Don't go personal with me because I'm gonna make you want to fight me. I'm gonna make you cry. You know,
And
it,
my
Like
thing is that if we're really doing that, everybody is somebody's child. So if you talking shit about fighters whose parents are still alive, then you in the same boat. So shut the
right.
hell up.
Yeah, you talking about kids too. But that's the thing, man. So like I said, I saw the particular messages and stuff, man. The man didn't go at him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't. So I mean, to me, that should have been it. You know what I'm saying? Once he said, "Hey, I didn't do it," you're mistaken. Go back and look at the tweets, and then show me if I did it. And then you can't do it, then that means it probably happened. I talked about this the other day, man. Sometimes as people, man, we get so upset and angry and be fussing, and then we look back, we forget what we even upset at the person about.
They just need shit to do while they're
Yeah,
working at Walmart or wherever it is they work. They just need some shit to talk about because this is nothing. And then they want to post on Twitter talking about, oh, somebody wants to be the villain so bad. It's like, bro, no one wants to be anybody's villain. That's why
think
this is
are
such a
doing anything that's gonna make anybody want to be you. Nothing like that. Y'all don't move. Y'all ain't pushing no pendulums. There's only a few people on boxing Twitter that are actually making actual moves. This is a hobby. I don't come
right.
here to talk about nobody or nothing like that or do nothing like that. This like I can turn this. I could get off Twitter for a week. My life will change, not one bit.
Not one bit.
It'll probably get better because I don't have to see some of you sorry ass motherfuckers talking like you know something. You don't know nothing.
Man, that's like I said, man, when I said that stuff earlier, You got people coming up here, man, that's straight up lying and acting like they're attorneys or that they went to school for law and they you got people talking about they talked to promoter called them on the phone and told them some inside information and you know what I'm saying, man. We just got so much lying going on in fronting, man, for nothing. I mean, people. I mean, look, I always, and I got to call this guy out by name, man. When I heard the guy Ring IQ say that the FBI called him and gave him some inside information on Al Heyman and stuff like that.
Man,
Like, if
get out
you
of here.
follow people that lie like that, you just as crazy as they
And
is,
you
man.
believe them, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah,
retard.
and you just as crazy. Now, if I hear you talking like that and I still want to follow you, something wrong with me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why when he's like, "Yeah, Slim, I'm just from a different era." Cause see, I be at these fights, and I be knowing all this insider shit. I'm like, bruh, none of this shit you said, nobody has ever said before. Again, why are motherfuckers leaking secrets to you? Who are you? You again, like Alan said, y'all are pushing no pendulums. Your opinion of a situation holds zero weight.
The
Most of
same
y'all don't even.
same
Most of y'all.
with mine.
Yeah,
None.
most of y'all don't even have legitimate jobs. Like y'all don't even contribute to fucking society. Like the most contribution y'all make is like sales taxes from buying Cheetos and maybe some back child support. That's it. Y'all have accomplished nothing. Why, dude? It doesn't matter how close you get up to a fighter. I don't care if you wipe their ass every day. They're not gonna tell you anything juicy because you are nobody.
That's why I like YouTube more than boxing. I mean Twitter. You know,
Seriously.
I get on channels that I rock with, that stand for something, that are honest. I dialogue with the family every day, and I keep it like that. I'm not anywhere I don't want to be, where people are lying. Where they're
Yeah,
spreading misinformation. I,
right.
y'all don't like these people because of what they stand for. Those are
Man,
the channels that y'all call racist because they standing up for their people. We're standing up for each other. You know, y'all can go somewhere and you can make your own pound for pound lists and do whatever and put all Mexicans on it, all white people on it. It don't matter. Who cares? I told somebody that in the chat one time. They got mad at me. They called me racist. I said, okay, fine, but it's the truth. Like,
it's the truth.
they'll say, oh, this is the ebony pound for pound list. This is a Jet Magazine
Evident,
pound for pound list, but we're the racist ones.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. I
bro.
do. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, man. Like y'all want to put Lomachenko as pound for pound number one? Good. Y'all all, and it's funny too because the same people that would be talking the most shit actually had Lomachenko as their pound for pound number one. And when he got erased by Tiafimo, they still pretended like you knew boxing. I'm like, bro, when Teddy Atlas said this man was Muhammad Ali, you were sitting there eating all that bullshit up. And when we tried to tell you he's not what you think he is, y'all told us to be quiet. Now look at you. And then y'all had Tiafimo up there. Oh, Tiafimo's the real deal. No, he's not. He's a hype job too. Man, you don't know boxing. Now look at you. And then I'm doing the same thing with Cambosis. Cambosis not the real deal. He just beat a fucking hype job who beat a hype job who's allegedly injured. And then when
And
he lose, now look at you.
hey, and you know something, man? And now that you bring up that guy named Cambosis, I can speak on it. I don't think he's gonna fight Devin Haney.
He not. I've been
I
said
don't
that.
think it's gonna happen.
I said that the moment after the
Yeah,
Tiafimo fight was over, and I
yeah.
looked at the rankings.
And
I said, "Oh yeah,
and
no, that's
and
duck sauce. That's
and
duck sauce."
also too, man, that stuff, and this goes more into what I'm saying about Eddie Hearn with Devin Haney. That stuff about we closing out a deal in Dubai and this and that, and he's saying that, and Cambosa said, "I'm fighting in Australia." I mean, I just like I said, man. I really truly hope that I'm wrong about Devin Haney getting a top fight. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that they sign the fight with Cambosis next week or tomorrow morning or whenever. But I just got my doubts, man. I
So
just
No,
don't see it.
it's
I just
Devin is giving.
Cambosis made it clear that he was serving up duck sauce. He made it
and
very
then
clear.
the WBA mandated, the Tank Davis fight. I just don't see that guy, just giving up belts and just,
He's
Yeah,
you know what I'm
just
saying? And
sell his belt.
stupidity.
He's gonna sell his belt to whoever. But the thing is Devin
yeah,
to give him the most money. Devin is letting him fight in Australia. He's putting up the money to go fight in your territory. Devin
it
is giving you every avenue to get everything that you want, regardless of whatever stipulations that you're making, and you still won't fight him.
because he has no intentions of fighting him.
He
And
does.
also, I believe that it's gonna be, what I'm saying. I really leaning more Lomachenko getting that fight more than any of them.
He
Like if
deserves.
I had to go percentage, I would say Loma 45%. I would say Devin 25%, and I would say Tank 15%. Someone else the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's
Lomachenko's a
what it is.
mandatory, so
It,
Right. He's a mandatory,
it,
yes,
it,
so
and
he gonna get it.
Tank is a mandatory now at the WBA.
Well, Tank don't
So,
care about Cambosis. Cambosis ain't got no profile for Tank to be fighting. He don't care
don't
about
got
him.
nothing
oh
to.
yeah, yeah. I don't think Tank really care. But I'm just saying he got two mandatories, and Devin is just a unification fight. When and this is the WBC again, according to the WBC. Going back and forth. The way that they put it, Cambosis is undisputed.
He's a fraud. Cambusies. That's why I call him Cambusies. He's a fucking fraud. He
Yeah.
is dude, he made all this talk. He got all this coverage to fight Devin. It told Devin in his face we can make it happen, and he's doing all this I'm tired of these fighters, man. Like just because you can fight, that don't mean you're not a bitch. Like I was saying earlier, this a spirit of like a hoe. It don't matter how big, how strong you are, how much money you
Mm-hmm.
got. A hoe is a hoe. And
Mm-hmm.
Cambusi's a hoe ass nigga. He's moving like
Hey,
one.
hey,
all these
man.
dudes, all these
Yeah.
dudes are media hype, and then people that think they know boxing keep picking them as the next real deal. And then when they keep getting erased, they keep saying, "Oh, well, see, the situation was that Lomachenko got hurt, and see, that's different." Oh, okay, well, see, the situation was when TFP wasn't focused, and he had problems with his lungs. Okay, so that's different. And then when
I
Cambosos lose, Cambosos gonna be like, "Oh, well, see, Cambosos that was different because the pressure of being a champion just got to him." It's like, nigga, no, you don't know boxing. That's the long and short of it. You cannot identify talent because you're fucking stupid, and the only opinions you go on are Max Kellerman, Kevin Iole, and whatever the fuck else the media throws at you.
Dick riders. They jump from one dick to the next. I knew Tio was that guy.
I knew Loma wasn't that
Was
dude.
that guy. Cambosis, he's Jeff Horn 2.0, like BFTB say. Whoever he fights next is taking them belts off him. It don't matter who he fight. The
I,
belts is getting
I
taken off
agree.
him.
I agree with you on that, man.
I think he
I
has the
see it.
ability to beat Lomachenko, but that's why he fight him because even his team know he stand a better chance with Lomachenko than Devin.
I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth, man. I think Lomachenko gonna beat the crap out of it because Cambosis is a guy that's satisfied. He's actually satisfied, man. I think that he's satisfied with having the title. He's satisfied. Like it wouldn't shock me if he could get out of making a mandatory fight a nondescript guy, then go ahead and sell his belts away. But I think he's satisfied. I think that him winning three titles is more than he ever thought of. I mean, it's like a guy that gets a date with a real beautiful woman, and like with Cambosis to get three belts, man, that's something. You know what I'm saying? That's something real historic, man. Like that's big for that man life. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't when he to me lost that fight to Mickey Bay, that guy couldn't foresee himself being in this position, man. So this is like this guy really hit the lottery, man. I mean, he literally hit the lottery, man. So I think that I don't think he's gonna have much fight for anybody right now. D Hive. I believe if he fight Lomachenko, he liable to get stopped in 4 or 5 rounds, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's definitely a fair assessment. But anyways, I gotta get some rest. I got work in the morning.
Yeah, me
Y'all,
too, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
gotta roll too.
I'm a roll
So
too, but you're right. They keep backing these fucking frauds. These dudes are frauds, man. They not it. They don't move like it, and they're not. They say they want the best to fight the best, but every time the best tries to fight the best, y'all are shitting on it, or y'all making up lies and y'all rocking with lies. Y'all shit on Earl for fighting Ugas, but y'all big up in Bum Lufkin for fighting Murata.
hmm,
You know what I'm saying?
if if you're really the best fighters, you don't need franchise witness protection or good matchmaking. You should just be able to beat everybody.
just
That's why.
fight anybody.
You don't
That's
need
why.
pay
That's
either.
why I get so mad. Yeah, you don't need PEDs. That's why I get so mad when people talk about how Top Rank has the best fighters, but then they also say they have the best matchmakers. Why do you need the best matchmakers if you have the best fucking fighters? It shouldn't really matter, shouldn't it?
Exactly.
True. Hey man,
Yeah,
y'all take it easy,
All
bro.
right, Julius, have a good night,
yeah,
family.
you
All
too.
right, you
All
too.
right, D, have a good night. Peace.
You as well. All right, man. You have a good one. Whenever you're ready to shut the stream down.
Yeah, all
Thank
right.
y'all.
Get out of here too.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right. See y'all niggas later.
See
All
y'all.
right, later.